Greetings and welcome, one and all. It's time for Brony Dungeons and Dragons, and oh my goodness, what layer have we gotten to this week?
This is the Malbolgia, I believe it's pronounced.
Layer
Rose's favorite.
six.
Yeah.
You know what else has layers? Cake. I like cake.
Cake.
Let's just have
What about
cake
parfaits?
instead.
Parfaits are delicious.
What about onions?
Anyways,
I don't think we need onions. Josh is gonna make us cry anyway.
I want cake.
I love him.
Well, yeah, that's usually my goal. I either make you cry in frustration, cry because you realize how weak and powerless you are before me, or make you cry because I stabbed you in the heart.
Or you leave
Yeah,
it so to get all brown.
Bad.
Honest about it.
I shall stab you in the heart with the knife of empathy!
Excitement abounds. You almost can't wait. Relax. No need for your baby. He already ate. Though he does tend to generally.
Stop!
Please let us get on with it.
Jeepers, will you? Okay, for context for the viewers, Ari has been pretty much bouncing off the walls since she got on Skype this morning.
Ow! My TV just fell on me.
Oh, wait,
Are
what?
you okay?
Okay, so
It's not a very heavy TV, but my TV.
So let me get this straight. Arabelle's enthusiasm was so strong and powerful it knocked over the TV on top of Ludicova.
They call you
Australia.
Yeah.
It's a very small TV. I've got my TV on my bed because the other one it broke a while back, or my old one just ran out of juice apparently. So.
Oh no! You want to know how powerful? You want to know how powerful her? Do you want to know how powerful Aramel's affection is? I stay up late, just sitting in bed for an hour and a half, just feeling the desire for her to cuddle.
That does not surprise me in the slightest.
No, not really.
Oh no.
What?
Yep. There goes a few of my teeth. I hope you're happy. You're gonna pay for my dental.
Sorry, I'm not
It's like a week after the wedding. It's like you're gonna both go into hospital because they actually have to crowbar Ari's arms up around you.
She's gonna have to be. She's
It's
just
like
gonna
you got-
graft herself to him.
You got like the priest with a crowbar, and it's like, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
It's like
Now
you may now kiss the bride. You may now let go of each other
I can't.
anytime.
I can wait.
Meanwhile, it's Brony D&D.
Yay!
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that's
thing-
a
there's
thing.
that thing we do.
This isn't just a roast session. I forgot.
Yeah, that thing we do.
All right. So let's get this started, shall we? For a second there, I thought I didn't prepare this next part, but I'm like, oh yeah, I did all of this like a week and a half ago. Okay.
Oh yeah. Hold on, DM. I want to test something real quick.
Oh yes, before we do, I have installed new macros into this. So if you look at the top right right next to the settings bar, you'll see something called collection.
Oh, that's new.
Right
Yeah,
next
it's
to-
zero.
You'll see DM Whisper and out of character.
Wait, where is it?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Okay, it works. Okay,
So-
just checking.
Okay. Well, it works when she does a normal attack. That's good.
No, originally it wasn't working at all for either or, so I think it's okay.
Where are you saying this is? I don't.
So that's attacking with a claw. So okay, you see that in the top right, the little settings tab.
Yes.
Yeah.
The gear?
It's to the left of it.
Oh, here.
Oh, I see.
gotcha.
Found it.
It's the one that looks like a playlist.
Yeah.
So how do we
So
use
there's
these macros?
DM Whisper and out of character. I want you to drag that, but I want you to drag that below your name at the bottom left.
Actually, all you have to do is click the check bar.
Oh yeah, you can also click in bar.
And
then
Oh, okay.
and all
Oh.
you have to do is click on the thing. Like I'm clicking out of character right now, and I put in hello, and then I submit it, and then it's done.
It'll automatically when you do out of character, it'll automatically do it as your character. So you might want to put the little as to the character you're playing.
Okay.
Okay, so...
But
Wait, give me a second. I'm testing out the DM whisper thing.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Yeah.
But-
Context, I'm sick. I apologize to the audience. I'm going to be making a lot of sneezes.
Okay, my DM whisper work, or are you guys saying it?
Nope, that doesn't work.
Nice.
Well, I clicked on the checkbox, so I don't know what's going on.
There should be a button that appears like on the bottom underneath our names. You click that, and then you put in the message.
It works.
No, not seeing any button. Oh, wait, yeah, I am now.
Except
it wasn't my name.
and mine works, but it says GM and not DM.
That's Game Master, same thing.
Oh, well, why are they different?
I don't know.
Who cares?
Diversity.
Okay.
It just does that sometimes.
Yeah, little backstory. It's a common thing. Like every role-playing game, every system always seems to want to come up with its own word for the dungeon master. You've got game master, storyteller, narrator, seneschal, referee, you name it.
And
In
we are
our-
very off
in-
topic.
In
Alright,
our
yes.
case, it's traumatic output machine.
Yeah. Also,
Unrecognized
cool thing about
command.
this, cool thing also about this, you can take any roll. If you see a little dice roll in your tab, you can drag that and put it onto your little macro bar. So if there's a little spell that you think you're going to want to cast very often, you can do that.
Ooh. All
All right,
right.
so you guys can do that, but right now I think I shall get this narration started while you guys are thinking. All right. Previously, the party traveled on the river Styx to the lair of Stygia. The river flowed through this stormy lair, and along the way they encountered two strange devils appearing to argue. A strange sword lay between them, which the party acquired without issue. Once they disembarked on land, they were accosted by the Archduchess Glazia, who forced them into a mission of finding the lair's ruler and destroying them. Along the way, they came across a boisterous swordsman named Saint Suviel, who had recently lost his memory. They laid siege on the Hall of the Vanquished and discovered an empty trophy stand for Geminia. They also uncovered evidence that suggested Suviel was actually Levistus in disguise, and so Ravus instantly cut him down. Glazia appeared, revealing that Levistus had lost his memory and took the name Suviel. And now the party begins to split at the seams.
Your narration's always so good.
Thank you.
It's not done.
You continue your journey on the river Styx. The white and purple fog has become familiar and comforting, even as it obscures your view. Sharon begins to row on this dismal journey, not looking up at you. What do you do?
Amber scratching the boat.
Faye is just quietly leaning against Jalarim, and she's squeezing his hand even though he's not saying anything. Amber, try not to gouge out the bottom of the boat. Can somebody say something? This is creepy.
Telephone.
Telephone.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Ravus will open up the connection. What can you tell us about the upcoming layer?
Oh, that's what you're opening with? Not even going to eat, we're not even going to talk about what happened back there? Some nasty business back there in Stygia. Quite the show. Oh, this orb is such a good idea.
Oh, I am well aware, but at the moment I'm rather tired of having time wasted.
Yeah, so am I.
Oh, boy!
Oh, spicy!
Nice timing,
Timing!
dude.
You ninja'd your way in here.
Literally just nothing. We quite literally just started, and Simula just gave us a phone call, and yeah, here you
We
are.
were in awkward silence for a little while.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, always the spoil sport. Very well. I'll continue laughing behind your back when the call is over. So, Malbolgia. Malbolgia is interesting as it's recently undergone a change in leadership. The landscape is still, what's the word? Recovering. I'd recommend some nose plugs if you have them. Yes, you'll probably need some nose plugs. Archduchess Glacia is the patron of lust, and she's complicated. My suggestion? Take full advantage of your contract's protection. Go sightseeing, have fun, push the envelope. Just don't do anything illegal. The Erinyes don't play nicely. Toodles.
Bye.
What did she say this time?
Out of character, I thought she was on loudspeaker for everyone to hear.
Nope.
Okay. Apologies. I actually thought that you could all hear it. To say exactly what she said, she found the recent events very entertaining. Of course, she did. She also said that Malbolge has undergone some changes in recent times. Wasn't specific. I may have to think back to my own times there. Suggested we wear nose plugs, take advantage of the freedom our deal provides to go where we wish, though not to do anything illegal to avoid annoying the Erinyes, and she described her mother as complicated.
I would imagine so.
Arkoff looks down at Hana. Hana, are you okay?
No.
We should probably get to the mansion as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me.
I'll be ready to cast the spell once we hit shore.
I hope this layer even has a shore. We remember what happened last time. It was just a giant ocean.
Faye visibly shuts down a bit at the mention of the last layer.
Arkoff looks at that. Oh, shoot!
Okay, Arkoff, you were just stating what was obvious.
Yeah, well, I'd prefer not to needlessly upset people if I can help it.
I know.
Anyways, how much longer are we on this boat, Charon? Charon looks up and says, 1 minute.
T-minus 60 seconds till docking.
Don't hurt yourself, Amber.
She remains silent.
All right.
Don't you just hate out of character? Don't you just hate it when you feel a sneeze coming on and then it doesn't come?
Yes.
Like, gets blocked in your nose.
Oh, I hate it. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's like perma itch.
Yeah.
All right. All right. The river disembarks on some rocky ground. Charon says, "You have another coin on you. Do you wish to continue?"
No, we'll disembark here.
Very well. You all disembark, and his boat disappears behind the mist.
Dark screen.
Yes, intentional. Yep. As you take steps through the fog, The soil feels soft and porous beneath your feet and makes wetter and wetter sounds with every step you take. The smell of rotten flesh and horrid body odor engulfs your nose. The fog dissipates, giving way to something that could barely be described as a landscape.
Oh.
Um,
Looks like the landscape was partially chewed.
It's more like
With the teeth, it looks like it chewed itself up.
yeah, I was
Yellow-
about to make a knowledge planes check.
Pustulant yellow masses are scattered across your field of view. Giant white pillars jut into the sky at a curved angle. Various clouds of green gas erupt from the soil, coalescing into sickly yellow clouds above. And what truly chills your blood is that you hear an unearthly high-pitched scream echoing in the winds. Welcome to Malbolgia.
This looks like something out of Alice the Madness Returns.
Actually, I'm actually
Hill.
thinking from a video game. What's part of the? This is literally the title of it. Run Like Hell.
I actually think of Queen's Slug for a Butt.
Oh, from Earthworm Jim.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
so we're all over here grim, dark, gritty, dark, twisted. Earthworm Jim.
Well,
So yeah, I'm gonna have to ask y'all to make fortitude saves.
Oh, boy.
No.
Okay.
And it's really,
Seconds,
really
I just got in.
Also,
So.
apologies for the double roll.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't so bad.
Also,
Where's my
Faye's nat
fortitude?
1 is still higher than my actual
know,
somewhat
right?
decent roll.
Why?
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
That's
Oh, son of a gun! She did a critical.
twice.
Oh, come on. I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again.
Okay. So
If this is what I think it is, Yellow, you might want to back away. Projectiles are about to be flying.
Ravis, did you roll your fortitude?
Not yet. My things have been a bit slow, so I've only just got onto the fort tab.
Where have I heard this song? I've heard this soundtrack before.
I rolled a 19 because, of course, I did.
All right.
Right.
Okay, so everyone who rolled below a 20, you are now nauseated.
Uh-oh.
It makes sense that Faye would be from this.
Ivan rolled a 20 exactly. Is he okay?
Yes.
Me and Rose are 20, so I think we're good.
Yeah,
That means
Jalarum and Phaethurin are now nauseated. It's like this smell is like just the most rotten thing you have ever heard, and you begin to retch.
Ever heard?
Did I say?
Oh, this smells the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yes, you did.
Amber looks to Faye and
Yeah,
Jalarum.
it insults your senses so much that you're not entirely sure what's going on anymore.
Amber looks to Faye and Jalarum. Do I need to carry you two?
I'll be fine.
Last layer kind of up me. Oh boy.
Perhaps cast the spell. That way we can escape from the smell.
Yes.
It's like it alters your. It's so bad it alters your perceptions. Do I need to carry you two, honey? Why is that pink butterfly talking to us?
Hey, nauseated, not confused.
Yeah. He's not like hallucinating.
We need to find a place I can cast this spell. Okay.
Poor Lucid.
Poor Lucid. Him gagging means he's finally shut up.
Any, mini, mighty, mo. Cat.
All right.
Where did
Spell
the
the mad
stupid
shit.
spell go? There it is.
There it is.
All right. With a wave of her hand and a few magical commands, Phaethurin conjures a glowing portal that leads to a resplendent extraplanar mansion.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh my goodness! What?
Yeah, someone threw up.
I think Jalarum threw up.
I normally don't laugh at burps, but that couldn't have possibly been better timed.
So yes, the air just suddenly smells so much cleaner, and it's very chill. You guys are still a little woozy from the atmosphere, but you figure after a good sleep you'll feel better.
Arkoth, I never thought I'd say this, but I envy you.
Arkoth turns his head towards you. No, you don't.
You didn't have to smell that. For the moment, I do. And that is all.
At least you felt something.
Arkoth, take the compliment.
Shut up.
Not exactly whatever.
Arkoth tilts his head at Hana. He moves towards Orton and Jalra. Hey, could you come here for a second?
2 seconds. Oh boy.
Also, what did I learn from my knowledge planes check? I got a 25.
You learn from your knowledge planes check that yes, you are literally standing in a layer of pure flesh, and it wasn't always like this.
I know it. It's like Run Like Hell.
Yeah. So Jalra and Arkoth is speaking to Jalra and Owen. Hey, is it just me, or is Hana getting snippy, like more so than usual?
I have not been paying attention since the last level. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's just something's wrong with her.
What do you mean?
I don't know. She's short with me.
Could it be something from her mother, maybe?
No, it's that she's never been like this. She's never been this belligerent before.
Darn you!
Well, it could be a sign of rebellion. We've all been teenagers at one point.
You give them an inch, they swim all over you.
Really? Did you have to?
You give them an inch, they think themselves a ruler.
Did you? I mean, it couldn't hurt to talk, but you have to like with a contract, you have to use your words carefully.
Oh yes, we all know how great I am at that.
Jarl awkwardly puts his head behind his like, yeah.
I'd recommend going to Owen about your little stomach problem. I know it probably means you probably get a board whacked in your face, or maybe a door slammed on you, but hey, I think I'd rather take that over feeling sick.
I guess. Okay.
You need me to help you?
No, I think I'll be... Yeah, I need help.
All right.
Owen, I'll help.
Oh, you are
Owen.
so lucky Amber's not out there. Because she'd be tempted to call you wuss.
Owen, we have a nauseated...
Faye's kind of sucking it up and is trying to make her way over to Hana.
We have a nauseated patient here. Okay, Jalon is cured 162 HP and cured of billion damage, blank confusion, Jalon deafness disease, and Josh fatigue, evil mind, nausea, and sickening. Yep.
Yay!
Thank you. You might want to stop by Fair Thurn's place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm waiting to see whether that is something she wants.
Hana?
Arkoth, I need to talk to you now.
Faye backs up.
Arkoth, what's it? Hana, you will not speak to me like that. I can tolerate you being snippy, I tolerate the sarcasm, but I draw the line at belligerence.
Fine. May I please talk with you right now, Arkoth?
I'll tolerate that. Fine. I believe this is an alone chat. Thank you.
Very well. Rolls listen check.
You cheater! You little eavesdropper!
Okay. Rose. Arkoth walks up to you and says, Rose, do you mind leaving us for a bit? Hana needs to speak to me in private.
Rose jumps. Didn't realize they were there. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, crap. I didn't. Oh.
As she's turning back, she looks back at the apparition and says, "You were wrong about me."
And a little bit of help would be appreciated.
All right.
Who is?
All right.
For
So Arkoth shuts the door.
For
Jalrum's.
Oh, Jalrum did a listen check.
Yep.
He did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, Jalrum can hear.
Sweet.
For one.
The only one else who could probably hear what's going on would probably be Rose. So.
All right, I may as well throw one out there just for the heck of it.
Yep.
Man, everybody just eavesdropping.
I know my alphabet. Hold on. There it is.
Your alphabet?
Alphabet.
Ooh.
Wow, pretty low roll, but a very high modifier.
Yep.
There you
Have
go.
puppy ears.
All right, so here's kind of what happens.
Look.
All right, what is this about?
For one, who's the person who's now outside my door?
That would be your Aunt Jaminia.
Oh, the one that everyone likes. Right. Second of all, what do you really want from me?
What are you talking about?
Oh, let's start with our friends out there. You raised me my entire life, and then one day these mortals just show up out of nowhere, claim they know both of us, and kidnap us on their little journey. I'm being told they know my mother, that she's using that little ball to help us and survive, and that she killed a city full of people and me. That doesn't add up. They say they know my aunt, who is apparently Saint Tiefling and the ruler of a whole kingdom. That makes no sense, especially since she's here in Bartor. And they say they knew us before I was even born.
All right. When you put it like that, it admittedly does sound far-fetched.
And don't even get me started on who they say my grandparents are. Glazy is my grandmother. Osmodeus is my great-grandfather. You're telling me I'm the daughter of an evil princess, and I'm also the great-granddaughter of the Lord of Hell? What am I, the chosen one too? Is it my destiny to also slay the three-headed dragon and drop a ring into a fiery mountain with a magic sword of goodness and light?
Okay.
Are they mental, Arkoth? And why are you so keen to believe them?
Well, you've seen them. They're good people. They care about you very much.
Yes, they care so much about me that they put the mother who they say tried to kill me as my little servant. They're such good people that they just stood there and watched as the Dark One killed an innocent being. I may not know much about being good, but I know a liar is someone who says one thing but does another. And if Belial is down here and he is the devil of lies, that's not good.
That being they killed was Levistus, Hana, and they are doing the best they can under the circumstances. You and I are used to the way things work down here. They are definitely not, and it's taking a toll on them.
None of that answers my first question, though. What do you really want from me?
What kind of a question is that? You're my daughter, and I want
You
to...
never told me that before they came here! You were just a hunk of armor who looked after me because you owed some gods a debt. But now you're my father? Why should I believe anything any of you say? You all keep telling me that your father is supposed to look after and be ready to sacrifice anything for their children. But you kept going off on your own little devil hunt, and you're dragging me into danger left and right, and you're eventually going to abandon me.
What? Hana, I would never abandon you.
No, I've listened to what you want, Arkoth. You want your redemption so badly, and that means leaving me behind down here. Did you really think I wouldn't notice? No wonder you've taught me how to survive. I'm going to need it once I'm all alone. No mortal friends, no caretaker, just me and the devils. What kind of father are you?
Oh gods. Hannah, I didn't think that.
You're right. You did it. Just don't talk to me right now. I'm done. I'm going to bed. Get out and take the spooky ghost queen aunt servant with you.
Arkoff wordlessly steps out and shuts the door.
She clings onto her teddy bear and then curls up into a little ball on the floor.
Aww. Oh my goodness.
And the Oscar goes to Armel.
Yeah.
Because
There's Shirley too.
Surprised.
No, that was really good.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just. Ari is a really, really good voice actor.
That was really good.
And a demo somewhere.
I was listening to a show. That's what I was doing.
Both Rose and Jalarum hear that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure at that volume, the half the castle mansion heard
in
that.
the chat. Okay, in the chat, Faye had asked Jalarum what was going on, and he told her.
Yeah, I basically relayed everything that I heard.
Too bad Amber wasn't down there. Otherwise, I think she might have actually been sympathetic.
Yeah. So what you gonna do?
I should leave her alone right now, but I don't want her to feel like she's by herself.
She doesn't have anyone else she can trust.
So, okay, I'll try to go talk to her. Lucid, please just wait for me out here. Okay? I didn't scroll it up.
That
Faye,
version of Jaminia walks up to you. Mistress Hannah has requested that nobody disturb her.
Well, that answers that.
all right. And Faye just really is shaken up to see this apparition of Jaminia right in front of her, even though she's the one who made it. Jalarum, it's okay. You can stay over there.
You hear a crashing sound coming from Arkoff's room.
Yeah, nope, moving.
Oh boy.
As soon as come on, move over. There we go.
Faye goes over and quickly knocks on his door, just out of reflex.
Arkoff, everything all right?
Arkoff, are you all right?
Yeah, you hear the smashing stop. And he slowly goes to opens the door.
Arkoff.
And then he shuts it. But you notice that he didn't completely shut it. It's like only slightly ajar. And you hear him walk away from the door.
Okay. She pushes the door open just a little bit.
All right, you see that there's a lot of smashed furniture in here, and you see Arkoff sitting on the bed holding his head in his hands.
Or rather, helmet in his hands, but yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
Arkoff, I'm coming in.
He doesn't respond.
Faye's face is like a mix of sympathetic and infuriated. So, what are you going to do now?
I don't know. That's just it, isn't it? Never knew right now until this moment that how much I deserved to be down here.
You've done some awful things, Arkoth. There's no denying that. But I can't believe I'm saying this. I think you deserve a second chance on the mortal plane. With Hana.
Do I?
I'm going to tell you something. My god, Corellin, came to me. He was the one who told me that my heart and my soul had changed. And when he did, he told me why. The gods appreciate acts of great goodness, but what they care more about is the state of the heart. The reason I have been so furious with you, so angry, it's not to do with Simula. It's not even to do with what you did to Vizikra, Valkatov, or Jalaram. It's to do with Hana and what you did not see in front of your eyes. The gods literally handed you your redemption. And so far, even though you may not realize it, I think you've done a pretty good job. Given the circumstances.
Yes, I did such a great job. I made her hate me.
Children become resentful of their parents for many reasons. I don't believe she hates you. She's hurting and confused. More than ever, she's going to need her father. But you're going to have to be patient, and you're going to have to be strong for her. You're going to have to be all the things that she needs you to be, whether you can handle it or not, because she deserves it.
No. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really the best one to do that for her.
Well, I'm afraid that choice is out of your hands.
Please leave me be. I have a lot to think about.
All right. This is going to sound weird coming from me again, but I really think that you're a good father. And she leaves the room.
John's walking back, passing Germania's apparition. You really think so?
I do. Hana herself is proof of that. Are you all right, Jalaram?
I'm still a little shaken up from what happened on the previous level. I mean, as I'll walk and talk.
Mm-hmm.
It's just my suspicions were right that Silvial was Levistus. But he was just so stupid he didn't realize that he was Levistus.
Well, it's not quite his fault that he fell in the river Styx.
No, I guess not. But what if... I just think, what if he did remember? What if he did remember that he was the devil of treachery? How better we would have fared, and would my decision have been easier?
Unfortunately, at this point, it's all speculation. I've learned that you can't really focus on what ifs. You can only do the best you can going forward. You were one of the people who taught me that, you know?
Yeah. So far, my journey has been nothing but what ifs.
Jalaram. You're scared.
Dang right I am. Can't say the other word because this is Doc's channel.
I appreciate
We were in a serious
that.
moment. Thanks for ambiance.
Just fear that when I come out of this, I don't feel like I'll be what I want to be.
Jalaram. You've stood the trials of Bator better than most of us. I mean, sure, we've all changed a bit since we've been down here, but I mean, Faye just kind of trails off.
Faye?
Jalaram, I don't think that you're going to become the monster that you think you're going to. I remember what you said, that you were afraid of what letting Suviel die meant was happening to you, but I don't believe that. You still have one of the kindest and most loving hearts that I've ever seen in my life. I don't think that Bator can take that away from you. I can't think that Bator can take that away from you. Because if it does, then it's also taking the man that I love away from me.
I hope you're right. I don't want to lose that.
Faye like latches onto Jalaram in a tight hug, and she's shaking a little bit because she's trying very hard not to cry.
Jalaram does the same, like an even tighter embrace. Almost feels like he's crying as well.
We'll make it through this, Jalaram. We will. And we'll go home and we'll be able to be the people that we want to be.
Okay. I think both of us could use a rest.
Amael, can I stay with you tonight?
Jalaram thinks about it for a second.
I don't think either of us should be alone tonight.
Sure. I would not mind the company.
Lucid.
I hope you weren't expecting something different out of Bird.
No, I shouldn't. Body's that voice by Aaron.
Shut up, shipper.
All right. So, nightfall. Does Ivan and Amber want to say anything?
Well, Amber kind of fell asleep, and Ivan's just
Amber is literally gone primal in her sleep right now. I'm sure she's dreaming about tearing something up.
And Ivan's like
or someone.
grasping onto her and not letting go, even though she's thrashing around a lot.
All right, and Owen, I'm assuming you're not doing anything?
Not at the moment, no.
All right. It is the night.
Okay.
And give me 1 second.
That music was good.
He was good.
He's
All
good.
right.
He's good.
It is now morning. And
This feels so inappropriate given the tone.
it's a morning.
I know.
You know, it's I don't know. It's just like with me, it's like whenever I fall asleep and wake up, I always feel better, no matter how emotionally tumultuous it was the day before.
No, that was me observing tone as like a reader or a writer.
I gotcha. All right, so Amber, I'm gonna have to ask you to roll a listen check.
Okay. Hey, pop. Hey. When I say pop out. Hey! Pop. When I tell you to do something, you better do it.
It's like you're trying to get popcorn to pop telekinetically.
No, this window didn't want to cooperate, but I told it to. You will listen to me, window. Oh, that's pathetic.
Yeah, nope.
Wow.
All right.
What was I gonna hear?
You hear the gentle breaths of your beloved as you sleep in the same bed together.
Oh.
And there goes my heart.
All right.
And you see, Ivan is a bit like he didn't sleep all that much because he was trying to make sure he was comforting Amber. So you see him with a little like weary eyes as he says,
"All right." Arkoff walks by everyone's doors and starts knocking. Breakfast.
Yes.
Wait, do I hear two in there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Arkoff doesn't comment.
Fail.
Arkoff knocks on Amber's door. Breakfast.
What?
I said breakfast.
Ugh.
One moves over to Rovis's door. Knocks twice. Breakfast.
I feel like I ate.
Coming.
What did I? Realizes there's bits of pillow sticking out of her mouth.
"You had a little late night snack, hon." You feeling all right?
There better be ham. Oh yeah, Amber just scoops up Ivan and carries him to the breakfast table.
And he falls asleep in her arms a little bit because he's so tired from all this last night.
Can I assume there's bits of like pillow trailing after Amber?
Yes, very much.
Faye notices that and peeks in the room, and then she says to the Varag apparition, can you put a replacement in there, please?"
Varag moves away and goes to the storage unit.
I was like, didn't notice that closet there.
Okay, I think I'll put Ivan next to Shiloh. Oh, Amber
Let's just hop
groggily,
on up to the breakfast
Amber
area.
groggily but respectfully asks, "Shiloh, it all right if you look after him for me?"
He wags his tail in agreement.
Thank you.
Puppy.
Oh my
How
god.
does it even know that song?
Shiloh makes a good pillow. You are a good pupper.
There's a legend of Leroy Jenkins. I'm pretty sure that sort of bardic tale has been.
No, I was thinking the exact same thing, actually.
You've gone robot. I thought Voice was the one who did that.
Wait, who's gone robot?
You.
Hop out.
Give me a second. I'll reset Google Hangouts.
139.
The second she put Ivan on Shiloh, I got a mental image of Shippo and Big Kilala because it's tiny, little cute, and big fluffy.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love Inuyasha!
No.
Oh,
So yeah, you know,
Kilala plush!
so yeah, you notice Arkoth just kind of being by himself in the corner.
Faye looks over at him. Did Hana come out of her room for breakfast?
No, she didn't really answer me when I called, so figured it best to. She's probably still mad.
hey, I'll
I'll go get her.
No. I'll let me grab an apple. I'll fix up a plate.
Murder
Okay.
the squirrels.
All right.
Yeah, we can hear you just fine, Shay. You're no longer robot.
Yay!
All right.
Robo feathers.
All right. Jalen fixes up a plate for Hannah.
Okay.
All right.
Meanwhile, Amber spots Ravis and immediately goes to the other side.
Hey, Faye takes the plate to go bring to Hana.
All right. Hang on. Before you do, Ravis said he wanted. Shay said he wanted to do something.
Yes. Before, give me a second. Before Faye Thurin goes, Ravis takes two books out of his pocket, and basically thrusts them towards her. You will
What?
You will memorize them.
Hello?
What?
What'd you say?
Where's the what?
He basically said you will memorize them. I got the gist of it.
I
even
said
though-
you will read these. You will memorize them. Am I going robot again?
You're back.
No, you just cut out.
You're good. You're good.
But we heard you better this time. You're good.
All right.
Wait,
Um,
where's my health bar? Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Mhm.
Should be back up to full health by now.
It's like the first time you see Faye get given a book and not go bonkers.
And not go book.
Oh, quick.
That's like the mating call of the fair Thurin bird.
Yeah, book. It's like the sequels in Finding Nemo. Book.
Well, yeah,
Alright,
just
Oh,
I have added 2 books to your inventory, Thurin.
Okay. I'll read them after breakfast. Thank you very much, Ravis. And she just brushes
Actually,
back.
you will read them immediately. They contain important information on the next layers. I'd intended to wait till you all acclimated, out of character, sorry, yourselves to hell, but it's been clear now that that is not going to happen, and I am out of options, out of time, and out of patience.
Well, trotty-la for you. I'll read them after I bring Hana breakfast. And she brushes past him.
Arkoth says, no, wait, Faye. I want
What?
to hear this.
Ravis looks dark, cough for a second. Here's the thing. You all, and he actually looks at everyone in the room now. You all say that the reason you're here is to save your queen, but your actions have shown otherwise. You have demonstrated that beyond your bluster, you care more about your feelings and your conscience than you do about being a soul.
What?
Now then.
Amber slams her fist on the table. Say it again.
Gladly. See, I don't give a rat's hide about your queen. I care about I don't care about her, personally. And yet I seem to be the only one making sacrifices to save her. Who is the one who got you down here in the first place? Who is the one who made all those deals in Ribcage? One who has put their soul on the line, time and time again, just so you could get past another layer. Who is the one who saved the dragon from Mammon's spear while the rest of you just stood there and watched? Who is the one who had enough sense of honor to take action against the Levistus before he had the opportunity to become a threat? Oh, and speaking of action, let's review yours, shall we? Remember what I said in Stygia? That I scoff at you He just looks at Ivan, referring to treachery as strength. I wasn't talking about Levistus. I was talking about all of you. You crumble in ribcage. You betray your queen by choosing the life of a random palace guard over saving her soul. You betray your queen when you bellyache over a man trying to kill us. You betray your queen when you waste time bellyaching over a random soul in hell. And then, after hearing the screams of your own queen suffering, you nearly get trapped in a garden because you wanted to relax. You allow one of your companions to merely be killed. We're given a simple task to kill a target in exchange for progress. You again betray your queen when you choose the life of another random soul above saving her, and you get captured by Love's matriarchs because you're more worried about my worthless life than you are about our family!
What?
Arkoth tilts his head. And there it is.
Ravis? He freezes. Goes limp and
Wait, I can barely hear you, Ravis.
Oh,
sorry, I'll say it again.
Yeah, there you go.
Rob, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Ravis suddenly goes limp. His hands fall to his sides. He stops moving. His eyes slowly widen, and for the first time, Ravis looks scared. He looks terrified. And then all of a sudden he runs. He just runs from the room.
Well, Ravis? Well, man, I'm on it.
Arkoth says, no. Let him go.
You sure? Because I think he needs...
Give him about 2 minutes. He needs to work this out of his system. I know what.
No, Amber peeks by the hall as he runs out. Strike 2!
I've seen this before. I've had my suspicions for a while, but his anger here confirmed it.
And that confirmation is what?
From his little outburst there, we can assume that Ravis's parents attempted some sort of selfless act to save him. And because of that, they were killed, likely in front of Ravis. And consequently, that left him to survive by himself in the most ruthless meritocracy in the world. I imagine he resents them for that, as it affected his psyche far deeper than he would like to admit. It goes by many names: battle fatigue, shell shock, but the more modern colloquialism is post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yikes.
Oh, it's nothing to balk at. Imagine the terror you felt during one of Owen's nightmares. Now imagine it replaying in your head every waking moment. In constant anxiety because the slightest reminder could set it off. I'm a soldier and I've seen it a lot. Off in the distance, you hear thuds. You hear thuds like something's being smashed. Oh dear. Yeah, that's pretty bad. We might have to give him about 5 more minutes.
When those 5 minutes are up, I gotta go talk to him.
You're probably not the best.
Amber slams her fist against the wall. You will not.
I hate to agree with the Raging Dragon, but yeah, you're probably not the best person to talk to him, considering...
Not about this at any rate, Ivan.
And
either way, I think he needs some space for a few minutes.
Yes, I wouldn't give him your pity. That, given what we know of Ravis...
That will only set him off further.
Exactly. Let us wait at least until the banging stops. Until that happens, he looks at the books. It would probably behoove us to start skimming those.
I'll help. I can help.
Ivan, can you take Hannah her breakfast then?
Okay.
Yeah, let me have a look. Let's have a look at these.
He takes the tray from Faye and walks over to Hannah's room.
All right.
How many books are there?
Two. They're both at the top.
So that's so who's going to be reading them?
Josh, can you have Shiloh follow Ivan? I can't control him at the moment because he's not in my sights.
Oh.
Yeah, Rose ran off during all of that, but everything happened too fast for anyone to do anything about it.
No, Amber is in a rage. She just goes back and scarps down some more ham.
Actually, technically, Lucid followed her and is keeping her company.
Oh no, I saw that, but like I said, none of us could do anything about it. What with Drow explosion going on in the dining room.
Yep.
All right.
Also, if Michael goes past Ravis, he just sees him standing there, staring at a wall that has now a hole in it. And if Ivan notices Ravis's hand, it's bleeding from the knuckles, and it looks. The fingers probably shouldn't be bending that way.
Yeah, Shay, you're going robot again.
I understood enough of what he said to wince.
I feel like he should just passively cast a Cure Light Wounds and just walk past him.
Don't you need contact to cure light wounds?
Then touch him from behind and then just walk past him like he doesn't.
Don't you? If Amber finds out you do that, I'm just saying.
I have a wand. I can do it from afar.
Well, you don't even know he's hurt yet.
All right. So, who's reading the books again?
I lost track of what we were doing.
Yeah, I don't see the books in the.
They're at the top.
I think you're the only one who can see them.
Also, does Ivan touch Ravis? Because he does, we're gonna have to make a reflex save.
Dude.
I'm gonna.
Okay. Okay, I'll read about. Okay, so
it would be in Ivan's nature to help him when he sees he's injured, but he's also a little more wise now, and he probably knows not to just immediately help every single person.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe he just gives him a look and just keeps going.
By the way, Ivan and Ravis, I want you to roll spot checks.
Will do.
I think this might be like one of Ivan's first instances of just let it go, I guess. Let's see, but just in case. Spot check. Boop.
Ooh.
Not too good.
Give me a second. My thing's I scroll up a little bit, it goes to the top. I scroll down a little bit, it goes to the bottom. There we go, just right.
Yeah.
The robot voice is pretty bad.
Yeah, you might want to hit refresh.
Wow, I didn't see anything in full. Holy crap, I got a natural 1! Yes, I finally got a natural 1!
What?
When you're at your lowest point, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yes, finally! I'm not broken! Well, I kind of am, but yay!
Your voice is broken, though.
Yeah, your voice is broken. Could you hit refresh on Google Hangouts?
I must do that.
Yeah.
All right.
So it finally happened. The almighty, powerful Ravis finally got in that one. How do you feel?
If neither Ivan nor Rava saw whatever they were supposed to see, can I roll a spot check for Shiloh to see if he can sniff out whatever it was?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Well, what are we looking for?
I don't think... oh, wait. Abilities? Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to roll a spot check for myself, but it's going to be, for all intents and purposes, for Shiloh.
Okay. That sounds good. Why can't you control Shiloh, by the way?
If Rose is not in the same room as Shiloh, I can't see him, I can't select him, I can't control him. So that's why I was standing in the hallway a second ago, just so I could see Shiloh, so I could control him. But Rose is actually still in her room.
Okay.
All right. So, spot check.
There we go.
You notice that Shiloh moves over to the door with a tilted head expression.
Can you guys hear me? Am I good?
Yes, you're good now.
Yeah.
All right, what did I miss?
All right, Shiloh moves over to the door, and he has a tilted head.
What happened, boy?
And then he carefully lifts a paw and presses his paw against the door, and it creaks open.
Uh-oh.
And that's the exit.
Oh, the exit was open.
Can I make a sense motive check?
Yeah.
See if I can piece together what's going on here.
Yeah, go for it.
Actually, I'm doing the same thing. Yeah.
Also, why am I shaking?
I
I can't
Because
imagine.
we're all excited. This is good roleplay.
Ivan, where's Hana?
I gotta bring her. I know. I gotta bring her breakfast.
You both distinctly remember that this door was closed.
Yeah.
Someone either came in or
left. Ivan, where's Hana?
All right, I'm gonna roll a list of checks, so I hope I could hear everybody talking.
Ivan's gonna. Is this her room right here?
Fred.
Her room's next to her room has a valet. You're gonna have to keep going.
DM, can I hear what's going on?
They're too far. They're on the other side of the mansion.
Yeah,
Besides,
I've been to her room to see if she's okay.
All right.
Yeah, nothing actually said anything. It's just like, pause, wait a minute. It's like, looked at the door, and then they're just now rushing over to her room.
Yeah, Ivan just drops the tray and books it to her room to see if she's still there.
All right. The attendant of Jaminia has said, I have been instructed to inform you that Hana does not wish to be disturbed.
Is she even in there?
I have been instructed to inform you that Hana does not wish to be disturbed.
Yeah, Ravis just basically kicks down the door.
Yeah.
Hannah?
Strength check?
We need a strength check for that.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah. No, he just kicks it down.
It's a weak door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, more like kicks
You
open the door, but it's...
You notice that the bed is not made and Hana is nowhere to be seen.
We'll gather the others. No, wait. Inform Arkoth. I will go find her.
No, you're not going by yourself.
Yes, I am. I'm expendable, the rest of you are not, and I will not let another group of importance throw their lives away because of an idiotic child.
I know nothing I can say has ever stopped you before. Go.
All right, he's going towards the exit.
All right. Everyone in the dining area, roll a listen check.
Okay.
I will try
I think it's
it
safe to
again.
say at this point Rose knows what's up.
Yep.
Please be good this time. No!
Sorry, Envy.
Listen.
I guess I have
It's hard to
feathers
hear
in my
every-
ears.
All right.
It's hard
Okay.
to hear over that voice screaming,
So,
kill,
Jalvin,
kill.
you hear a snap. You hear the sound of a breaking door coming from it deeper in the mansion.
Okay, so Jalarum hears it and he taps me, I hope.
Taps me, I hope. I'm right next to him.
Yeah.
Ivan's going to try and run to the dining hall to try and tell everybody what happened.
Yeah.
Voice.
Voice, we can't hear you.
Voice, we need your voice.
Why does he come back?
You can
You can blame it all.
No!
Give
Stop
me 2
it!
seconds.
Okay.
2 seconds. Okay.
One
I'm
Mississippi,
afraid of my
two
freedom.
Mississippi.
Okay, well, meanwhile, Ivan is back.
Ivan, what's wrong?
Got me now?
Yes,
Yes.
I can hear you.
Amber goes to Ivan. What's going on? Slow.
Hannah?
Hannah?
Huh?
What?
Gone!
What?
Where?
What?
The door is open. The room is empty. The door is open. Ravis ran.
Breathe! Breathe!
Oh, gods.
Hannah left in the middle of the night. We have to find her, guys.
Arkoth immediately draws his sword and he's just running.
Come on.
Arkoth!
Amber picks up Ivan and follows.
Dang it!
Amael, we have to go now.
Yeah, I'm right now. I know. I'm running.
Ivan, you're not even walking anymore. I'm just carrying you.
Yeah, he's just
jump over.
kind
I'm holding you like a
That's
teddy
rough.
bear.
of, yeah.
All right.
Wait, Rose? Where's Rose? Do I just not see her?
She's next to Owen.
Yeah, I'm right here. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're still
Oh,
all the way down.
I didn't. See
Okay,
you.
so
Okay.
Rose knows this. I presume Owen also knows. All right, everybody knows. Okay, good. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is
Any sign of her?
I'm gonna do a spot
right.
check. See if I can't smell
Oh, sorry,
her.
that was supposed to be for.
All right, Ravis, you look down and you see in the middle of this pathway, you see her little teddy bear.
Hubert.
Okay, can I make a roll to see if I could work out where she would have gone next?
Rose got a survival, and Amber has a spot.
A natural 20 on the spot.
Yeah, I'm trying to sniff her out.
I was gonna say maybe Shadow can sniff the
sniff the teddy bear.
All right. Yeah, and lucky for you, because of the hero's feast.
Immunity to nausea.
Actually, that's only immunity to fear and poison.
What?
What?
Yeah, that's poison and
It
fear.
cures nausea, but it does not make you immune to nausea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone's got to roll fortitude saves again.
And by the way, the rest of you would probably now see the state of Ravis's hand.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
Ravis, your hand.
Okay, a lot better.
I am aware. I have more important
That's
things
a
right now.
constitution check, Owen, not a fortitude save.
Oh, wait, wrong one. Try that
Am I
again.
out?
Also, speaking of which, because of the state of my character's hand, would he get a penalty for the fortitude save?
No.
Am I out? Your wand.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
I know.
All right, so the people who are nauseated, Faethurin and Ivan.
Okay.
Well, I think.
Why is it always Faye when it comes to nausea? Every single bloody time.
Well, you did. Well, you did establish early on that she does have a weak constitution. Hello, seasickness.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's just amusing.
That's kind of the funny thing. Sometimes, though, it's almost like the roles are sentient sometimes. Like, sometimes the roles really, really fit the character or the story.
Yeah. Anyways, so going back to those little checks, Amber. Yeah, you see Ravis holding the teddy bear, and you start looking around, and you see. You do see some small footprints. And Rose, with your survival check, you also see those footprints.
Yep.
Well.
All right. Raising hand. Using wand of moderate healing on Ravis's hand.
Okay. Does Ravis see you raising the wand?
No. You're right now. You're just kind of looking at the. You're just kind of looking at the. Right now. You're just kind of looking at the teddy bear, so you're not really paying attention.
All right.
Okay. All right. Roll. What do I roll again for moderate healing?
Moderate healing. Wounds 3.5.
Like.
Yeah, Amber is clutching Ivan tightly at the moment.
Yeah. And Ivan's just like, he's almost completely out of it. After last night, and he's nauseous, and he's upset about Hannah. He's just kind of out of it.
Good morning!
All right.
Oh, what do I have to roll for that?
2d8.
Okay. 8.
All right. So Ravis notices that his hand gets pulled back together.
He looks around to who did that, and he sees Jan with the wand.
Like, no need for thanking. No need for thanking.
Shouldn't have wasted that.
Arkoth pulls Ravis up. Look, my daughter is out there, and I need everyone full and able-bodied now, and I'm not going to let your pride risk her. Let's go.
Yes,
Ravis nods.
Yep. Amber follows Arkoth. Yep. Carrie and Ivan. Amber follows quickly.
Yeah.
Actually, it should probably be Rose and Amber who are leading the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They've got the scent.
Where? Ravis? Ravis, where'd you
My keyboard's small, so I'll try and press up and was pressing the down key instead.
Oh my goodness, why do you keep going robot on us these days?
Let's just deal with it for a little bit and see if it fixes itself.
After what my character did to Suvio, are you really surprised that I'm starting to sound like the freaking Terminator?
Boo!
Aw, too soon, dude.
Ow.
Oh, bless you.
Bless
Thank
you.
you.
Someone's
Ow.
allergic to bad jokes.
All right.
Are you feeling okay, Blissy?
I don't like my body right now.
All right.
I send you more
The
healing
smell
energy.
the smell of acid and poorly digested food permeates the air. Scattered in front of you are these small ponds of bubbling fluid. An Aranyas flits between the pods, carrying a very odd-looking staff. What do you do?
Knowledge planes. I want to know if I can figure out what they're doing.
It's a
Yay!
single Aranyas.
It's a single one. Yeah.
Yeah.
What she's
All right,
doing then.
you're studying what she's doing, and she appears to be looking between each of the torches and appears to be reading them, and it keeps moving between them. And the spear appears to be some sort of container receptacle, and she sticks the spear in and starts pulling some things out, and then pouring them into vials.
Oh, goodness. What is...
And you're looking at this, and this is you remember this to be the... You remember something about one of the layers having sort of natural toxins, like a whole bunch of different natural toxins being produced, and that these are very valuable.
Well, that would explain why she wants them.
All right.
Okay. Please note, everyone, we want to stay away from those pools. I'm going to guess, based on what I know, they are rather deadly.
Noted.
Mm-hmm. Right. The area has flipped between all the lakes and has moved up to you. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Pardon me. Have you seen a young tiefling girl run by here?
Young tiefling girl. No, I haven't seen one, but she moves up to you, Fairthurn. Is there anything else I can get you?
I'm quite certain there's nothing else. Thank you.
I'm going to roll sense motive on the areas just to see if they're lying or not.
As will Jay.
All right.
Yeah.
That is
because I got the feeling from that that Aranus may be lying because she knows that if you tell the truth, they're gonna just keep running after Hana, and instead of staying and letting them be themselves get potentially seduced by her.
Just roll.
Just roll.
Definitely.
Yeah, you don't have to explain. You don't have to
check,
explain.
you moron. Fortunately, my spot skill and my spot and my sense motive have the same bonus, so we can pretty much count as the same thing.
Yeah.
So
you don't have to explain everything.
Sorry. 15 on my sense motive.
All right.
Sense motive.
All right. Jalarum immediately realizes that the person isn't lying, but she is coming on to his woman.
Oh boy!
Back off, lady. Back off.
You gotta step up, dude.
Yeah.
Not ready for threesomes yet.
Yeah. Aaron, this is like,
okay. That needed to be probably edited out.
Oh, another volunteer. There's room for one more.
I'll pass.
Amber growls at her.
You know, fine. She leaves. If you're looking for something, I'm probably not the best person to ask. You're gonna have to find something a little bit above my pay grade.
Rose,
Rose looks visibly displeased at that phrasing.
No, Amber's just snarling and tries to pick up the trail again. Go to spot check.
Oh, wow.
Before you leave. A moment before you leave.
Yes.
Have you seen a salesperson wearing a mask and a dark hood?
Occasionally, he walks by here sometimes.
Have you seen him recently?
Recently. Yes, day or two ago, he actually went into the palace.
Thank you.
Yes, watch your step.
I think we've kept our nose in his business long enough. He will come when he needs to, and we needn't interrogate him when he does.
All right. So your spot
concerned.
check reveals which is the closest one to you. You see a sign that says you do pick up the trail, but you also see a sign that says Flesh Taker Lake. And the word 600 below it.
Flesh Taker Lake.
The number 600 below it.
Is that do I roll knowledge of the planes again for that?
That wouldn't be a knowledge planes.
What would it be? A knowledge local?
That would actually more likely be that would likely be a knowledge nature.
Oh, okay.
Rose, you're up. Hip.
Are you still there?
I'll give it a shot too.
Oh, there she is.
All right. You both have identified this as Flesh Taker. You're pretty sure this is Flesh Taker poison.
And I'm looking through that.
The poison guide. Yeah, let me see.
The poison guide.
Oh, okay. You were there. I was about to.
This is some sort, but this is a very, very big poison. You wouldn't find it in a basic poison book.
Oh, okay.
It's just about.
I rolled a pretty high knowledge. Do I know what Flesh Taker poison is?
Yes,
Take a
Flesh
guess.
Taker poison is it saps your strength. It's a 3d6 strength damage poison.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Avoid
Alright.
that.
Amber's picked up the trail.
And if you actually stick your hand in it, you'd be fine as long as you don't stick it in an open wound.
Ew. Yeah. Gross.
Right.
Jalaram, do you know what? We don't know if it's legal or illegal to take it. We shouldn't chance it. Let's just get back on the trail.
Yep. I still have it.
All right. Yep, the trail leads this way. All right, and you pass certain sign. Yep, you keep passing certain signs on the torches that say "Mind Stealer," "Weeping."
I think I can probably assume what those do, but I'm gonna roll anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll wait.
The poison of Mind Stealer.
I mean, that's Faye's worst nightmare right there.
I can hear your voice. Yeah, you're
Okay,
good.
I was gonna dip my black dagger in the in the flash thingy.
But we don't know if it's.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's not technically okay.
Yeah, okay, you dip it. All right.
Dipping the black dagger and putting it away. So that way it does 3d6 spread damage next time.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
nice.
You know that Mind Stealer water is actually perfectly safe to drink. But the plants that grow in Mind Stealer water are the dangerous thing.
Oh.
What do they do?
Take a wild guess.
3d6 intelligence damage.
By what? By just being in their presence, or
Inhalation.
inhalation? Got it. Okay.
Oh, okay. Don't.
And I was trying to figure out the weeping.
Oh, the weeping. Yes, the weeping is. You recognize. You're pretty sure that this is deep sorrow poison.
Oh.
And this is 3d6 wisdom damage.
Ooh.
So keep that away from Owen.
Keep that away from Owen and keep that away from Rose.
Heck yeah.
All right, and the pain. You see, look at another sign that says pain. You recognize this as agonizer.
Ooh.
And
Well.
it's 3d6 constitution.
Oh, avoid that at all costs.
Yeah. Nope. Keep that away from me.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Moving on. I want nothing to do with this place.
Yep. Follow the golden dragon. Follow the yellow dragon. Follow the yellow
All right.
dragon.
Follow the yellow
You
dragon.
pass-
Follow.
You pass this torch, and it says Venom.
Oh, I could guess.
I hear mixed things about that movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
You beat me by 1 second.
Are you proud of yourself?
Yes, I am.
Yay!
Russ
Anyway.
actually stops for like a brief second when he reads that sign. Then he flies after them.
All right. And then you go past here, and you come past 2 more signs: Screecher and Vermin.
You said Screecher?
Yes.
Screecher and Vermin.
Vermin.
Non-EDF.
All right, Screecher. This is 1d4 of wisdom, intelligence, and charisma.
Ooh.
That is a gnarly poison.
And it's a hallucinogen.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, so it's LSD?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
but worse and painful.
So it's PCP then.
And the next one is, you see Vermin Maker. You see a couple, like, what appears to be like rats and cockroaches swimming through this. And when they try and climb out, they appear to, it's just water in the shape of rats and cockroaches and other sorts of vermin. They try and climb out, but then they just turn back into liquid and fall back in.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna throw up for real. What the heck?
Hey, don't look.
Ivan's already nauseous, so he just tries to look away a little bit.
Amber like puts a claw over his face. Don't look. Don't no. Ivan, I know you're not feeling well, but do me one little favor. If you're gonna have projectile vomit, please warn me.
Okay. All right. Is that all? You're just gonna leave the lakes alone?
Well, I was the only one that took the.
I'm just not sure if it's okay for us to take these things. We don't want to do anything illegal.
Jalrod's just muttering to himself. Yeah, speak for yourself.
Well, technically, we do have protection on this realm. Remember the pact.
Yeah, but they also said try not to do anything,
Knowledge Plains, would it be illegal?
Knowledge Plains, would it be illegal? You're not entirely sure.
Well, I tried.
I try now.
Well, I don't have any vials, so
Jalarum does.
It's only illegal if you sell it.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh,
Okay.
They're
Well, in
like
that case-
spirits.
Okay, so all right. Okay, so I got that. Well, I'm not selling it, so I need. Okay, so just double checking. Which one was the?
You took Flesh Taker poison. That's 3d6 of strength damage.
Yep. Yeah, and that only works if you cause an open wound. So
yes, it's an injury poison.
Yep. And which one was? I'm just trying. I'm trying to think.
I should still have some vials because I never put anything in. I should still have.
Yeah. Which one was the intelligence one?
The intelligence one, that is the Mind Stealer Lake.
Okay, I know I didn't use the vials
I'm just gonna put these on.
Okay, I had bought early on like 5 vials, and I know I've only used 3 of them, but I don't see the last 2 in my inventory.
Okay. And I forgot. It's the plants that are the ones that cause the.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
as long as you don't inhale it, you're good. But you're gonna have to. It's gonna be a bit. You're gonna have to make a pretty good sleight of hand or knowledge nature check in order to extract it safely.
Roger that. Okay.
Please don't. I'm sorry, I'm paranoid. Please don't.
Or I could let Jalarum. Hold on a moment.
Holding on.
Mage hand. Ooh,
That works.
Very good. So you so yes.
okay.
You very.
I'll have the mage hand take his vial and fill it with the thingy.
I'm back.
All right. You very carefully put the. You very carefully put the plant into the vial, and you notice that it immediately shrivels and turns into dust.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, I think that's what I need. Pain and weeping. Okay, that's all I need.
Okay, I was going to go over to these other 2 lakes that we haven't actually been to yet, and take a look at them.
All right.
Come over.
There's 2. All right. The one at the bottom is Cursed Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
I give a sideways look at Owen.
Oh, thanks. We got enough of that.
And the one upwards is Blinding.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, I guess that.
My mage hand is still in effect.
Actually, hang on. Let me see how much. Okay, wait. Well, let me add the
knowledge nature. Where is my?
Okay, knowledge nature for blinding.
For both of them, really, but yeah.
Yeah, for blinding.
Excuse me.
All right. It's a. So yeah, even if you don't pass your fortitude save, you are blinded for a couple rounds, and if you don't pass your fortitude save, you are permanently blinded.
Fun time. And pool of curse.
And it's an injury poison. If it gets into your bloodstream, well, bye bye.
Injury poison. In the real world, we call that a venom.
How many times have you bitten your tongue on that,
Look,
Claire?
I'm just reading what the Dungeon Master's going to tell you.
I know Dungeons and Dragons doesn't differentiate. It just bothers me slightly.
So 3d6 intelligence damage. Using that for useful for spellcasters.
All right, and the pool of cursed fortune. All right. It must be the pool. Cursed fortune must be ingested, and this is going to be, and it creates the potion of ill fate. So, whoever ingests this, then if they ever roll any natural 20s, it's a 1.
Whoa!
Wow!
Even Owen don't got that.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I got the black dagger thingy. Got the vial. The intelligence.
I should still have 2 vials myself, so I want a couple of these.
I am okay. So I'm avoiding the Constitution stuff. So okay, I'm good.
Okay, I'm going to have my mage hand use one of my vials to take some of the Mind Stealer. And then I'm going to after that I'm going to have it take some of the Flesh Taker.
All right.
Because I don't trust luck.
All right, make sure you all add those potions to your inventories because I can't keep track of that.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I added the to my black dagger. I added the 3d6 strength damage.
Yeah, keep in mind that's a one-time use.
Gotcha.
All right. So is that it?
Let me put this all in. What is it for the Mind Stealer?
Mind Stealer is
3d6, I think.
Yeah, Mind Stealer is that is 3d6 intelligence damage.
Okay, and I'm guessing it's the same amount for the Flesh Taker. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You also notice on the Mind Stealer, it sells for 1,200 gold pieces.
Jiminy.
No sellies though.
Yeah,
No
no
selling.
selling it.
Or we'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I ain't selling it.
If we are done shopping,
Yep. Yeah, I'm just double.
I just realized how horrible this whole thing is.
you only just realized it? Yeah, we've got a missing girl, and everyone's like, hold on a minute, we need to collect poisons.
Literally, Lucid said that about 5 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, unfortunately, I'm still a little bit out of it after that outburst earlier.
Okay, we need you to restart.
Amber is scratching the ground, waiting for you to be done. It's like I'm trying to keep track of the smell here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
Oh boy.
We're morons.
All right.
Dude.
You come across a boiling red river. Aaron is split over it, repeatedly stabbing spears into the lake, into the river, and eliciting cries of anguish from underneath the viscous liquid.
Fiona's been here.
One Aranya's on a bridge made of flesh appears to be overseeing the practice, humming as she admires her nails.
Interesting.
Hold on a moment. I'm going to regret this.
Well, DM question. Do I still have track of the trail?
Yes.
Okay, good.
All right. So, yeah. You know that this is a river of blood reserved for okay, how do I say this PG?
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and pray.
Well, think about how it's worded in Dante's Inferno. That's usually pretty PG.
Or if it's something more less PG, perhaps the scientific clinical terms would help.
Okay, Shay, need you to restart. It's not going away.
Okay, it's reserved for the promiscuous to the point of crime.
I know what that is. I know what it is.
Well said.
Okay.
Okay.
Creative, Josh. I give you a hand for that.
Promiscuous.
Basically what we thought Arkoth was.
Arkoth said. Yeah.
We need to keep going.
Yep. Yes, we do.
Yep. Eric,
Okay, Amber goes forward.
Yeah, we're following you, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I call out
you and Rose.
I call out
so the Aaron goes, you hear her humming the song.
Really?
Oh, thank you, my dear. Oh, thank you.
Really?
Yeah, and she looks over and says, "Ooh, what do we have here?"
Not
You
interested.
have unavailable.
Amber just stands firm and says, as professionally as possible, "Have you seen a little tiefling girl pass by?"
Little tiefling girl. What about you? Any of you darlings? Did you see any of them? One of them looks up and says, "I did."
Which one?
Oh?
This one over here looks and says,
Okay.
"I did."
Do you remember where she went?
Yes, she said she wanted to go towards the palace. She seemed a little young for that, but times are changing.
Rolling sense motive.
Oh, gross.
Times aren't changing that much, Josh. Jeez.
Oof. 25? Tell the truth or not?
You can tell that she is. She is telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks. So we're going to the palace.
Yeah.
Amber's
All of a sudden, one of the Arianyas shoots her spear down and pulls a gurgling soul up.
Huh?
Please, I found a cute one. Oh, wonderful, wonderful! Ready him for transport to Osea. And then one of the Aranyas flies over. It's like, "Don't worry, little boy. Only half of your life will be miserable now."
That's just wrong.
Did not see that. Oh,
Doc, are you sure about putting this whole language filter? Because I'm pretty sure that this story itself just gave a tearful farewell before diving headfirst into an X-rated den.
Yeah, I'm in a lot of aspects. The child friendly has gone bad, Felicia.
We're not PG anymore.
I tried.
When you're looking at a movie like Hunchback of Notre Dame that's rated G, and you hear the song Hellfire and the licentious masses,
True, and technically,
he's got a point.
apparently there's a law that in a PG movie you are allowed one F-bomb.
I don't
That-
want
that's
to go
me.
there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyways, so you keep moving across the path. Come across what appears to be a skull the size of a building. Strands of flesh hook it to the ground, and giant black holes serve in place where the eyes once stood. But you can't shake the feeling that it's looking at you.
Cripes.
Someone's crunching on a bone. It seems like.
No, that's me. I'm crunching on chips. Sorry.
Still appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
by
making
the way-
appropriate sounds for the moment. Okay.
Yep.
Let us continue.
Lucid, shut your beak.
I'm so glad Amber cannot understand him. Otherwise, we'd be having fried raven.
What the heck is the demon?
Bay grabs Lucid and holds his beak shut.
Oh, it's
Not in the mood for you today. Oh gosh.
Okay, DM, do I still have the trail?
Yes.
Which way?
This
You notice that the trail ends here.
Oh, snap.
Oh boy. Well,
This is from Final Fantasy VIII.
Yep. Amber is frantically
Yeah,
looking
guess why I
around.
picked it.
I wonder, Josh.
Amber's getting frantic, looking around, unsure.
Amber.
She's somewhere, guys. We have to fight her.
Amber!
relax, please.
We
We've already
already
lost
know
one member. We don't need to lose more.
Don't
Travis,
you?
once
Wow,
I can get my thinker done, is going to go over to one of the Aranis.
Yeah, Jalaram, what I need you to do for me is you land face first into the fleshy soil, and I gotta have to ask you to make a fortitude save.
Yeah.
Okay, man. 19?
No, you're now nauseated too.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you got a face full of
Flesh
you got-
floor.
Ah.
Face
Yeah,
full of
it tastes
flesh.
like last night's dinner.
Also, I'm gonna have to ask everyone to make a spot check.
Okay.
Grody. Ugh.
Grody.
Nice.
Rosie.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah, Rose.
Let's see.
You look up and you see the corpse of Levistus hanging on this palace,
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
and a whole bunch of tentacles are eating into the corpse.
Oh.
Now, Ivan, you also
Where are my
land
rice
face.
cakes? I need something to settle
You
my
also,
stomach.
you also land face first into the.
Well, I'm
soil.
already nauseous, so I can't really.
Well, yeah, now-
Okay, wait a minute. So I guess
Here you
if
throw
I
up.
Now you're-
can't take
well,
this,
now
I
you're-
dropped you.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Make a fortitude save.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm already nauseous, though. What else could happen to me?
Second.
Throw up.
It's true. Let's see. Fortitude save.
Nope.
You are not sickened.
Oh, great.
Ivan, I'm sorry. I didn't
Ivan is not having a good day today.
All right.
Is anyone?
I'm going to point out that I am legitimately sick, and yet in the game I'm not.
Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, you're lucky you got that dragon constitution.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, you hear like this kind of very quiet yet unearthly moan coming from the corpse.
Mm.
Amber Hawthorne picks up Amber and carries him.
You're picking up yourself?
Excuse
Oh, I'm
me?
picking up myself, apparently. Sorry.
Yeah.
Picking up Ivan.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Evie fell on me again.
All right. So, what are you gonna do?
Oh, we got two paths. We have to ask some people.
If she headed here and the trail ends here, she must be
Yeah,
inside.
the Aaron Yes move tech next to you is like, can we help you?
They immediately latches onto Jalarum's arm.
Yes, we are looking for a young tiefling girl. We were wondering if you managed to see her.
No, unfortunately not.
Yeah, let's see.
I rolled a survival check a while ago.
20,
Did it do
that's-
anything?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Well,
Yeah. You can tell that these characters are really not interested in talking. In fact, they look a little antsy.
oh, great.
Oh no.
Nope, not interested.
No.
Yeah, no.
Nope. That's a hard nope.
Is there
Sorry, I'll just
anything-
take like a
anything-
peek.
is there
Anything
anything
comes
else?
to our
Nope.
Wait a second. Rose rolled a survival check earlier.
Yeah,
She
a
was-
while ago. Did it do anything?
You look at where the trail ends and you see signs of a struggle.
Great.
Oh.
Maybe we shouldn't be telling everybody who we're looking for.
If the struggle is any indication, something probably happened in here.
Please, would you like to sit down?
There shouldn't have been a struggle. She's under protection as well.
Did she have any way to prove it though?
Can Ravas ask the Aranis something?
Yes.
Excuse me, ladies. Has there been a visitor here besides us recently? Someone who is not from this plane?
Oh yes, there's a weird hooded fellow who comes in here occasionally.
Anyone aside from that?
Wait.
No, not really.
I really didn't want to have to do this.
But
What?
I think we need an audience.
Oh no. And I say that in character, oh no, because Amber is reluctantly agreeing with Rose.
I concur.
Yeah.
We need to see Galasia.
Ooh.
And her hooded friend.
Are you sure are you sure you want to talk to her?
No, I do not. Unfortunately, unless anybody else has any other ideas, I would love to hear them.
I don't know what to do.
I'm running dry here.
You're out of
Very
options.
well. They part. There's a waiting room right here. Get comfy.
I don't like the way you said that.
Amber just looks to Rose, confused and unsure what to do.
Oh, this.
Oh, wrong button.
Jeez, I
right.
refuse to sit down.
You look at these these seem to be the softest, most comfortable pillows you've ever seen and felt.
Nope. 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 Right out of
Yeah, Amber's just holding Ivan and yeah.
Yeah.
Holding him above
it's
the ground,
standing.
like holding him above the ground, like you're holding like a hot tray above a bunch of people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hot potato. We're not touching those. Hot potato.
It's like he nuzzles into Amber's arms. It's like, this is more comfy anyway.
Aww.
Ivan, she boops his nose and shh, don't talk.
Okay.
Just rest up.
Okay.
That
Oh
actually
my
worked.
gosh. That was like perfect.
I did that on purpose, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're evil, Finn. You're very evil. You're setting me up.
Hey, voice?
Yes.
Can I just say, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, you're probably the only person in this entire group that I'm actually disappointed your internet's working fine.
Wow.
I mean, the nicest way possible.
Really?
I think
We
where he
want your
started-
Thor voice back.
Exactly. If your internet's working good, that means we don't get manly Jalarom.
Manarom.
Voice.
I'm gonna say right now,
manly.
Faye's glad for that. She don't need no extra Arinyas getting all up in a man's face.
Out of character, if I really have to specify. Voice is plenty manly, and I'm sure Sega can attest to that.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure she can.
Shutting up.
All right.
Yeah, I'm walking away from these.
Doc says, will we be able to wrap this up in an hour or so?
I doubt
Well,
it.
we are in the palace, I'm pretty sure.
All right.
I doubt it, but it's possible.
Because I think Blissey needs some rest.
Oh,
Oh, you
All
do.
right. Now what?
I probably should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just waiting on the boss lady.
Faye glances over at Arkoth.
Ravis, I don't know because of the way I am. I don't know exactly where it's biz, but if you could move me, Josh. Ravis decides that he sees what I'm assuming is going to be like the way to Glazier's room, and he's just going to start walking there.
Ravis?
He holds up the contract. Nothing can hurt us while we're here, and if Glazier is going to waste our time, we should go to her ourselves.
He makes a good point.
Much as I hate to say it, yeah.
Well, I'm certainly not going to protest not standing on ceremony for that wench. So yeah, why not?
So yeah, if you could move me, Josh, because I don't know which way I'm supposed to be going, and me feeling around with the keyboard's going to take too slow, and the mouse is unreliable, as my mouse always is.
Of course. Slow down, dude. Where'd you go? Right here.
You guys just want to go.
Thank you.
I'm doing it by following Arkoth because like he.
Nice. I want to go on a record that, in regards to detail describing this place, well done. I am officially feeling a little sick to my stomach for real.
No, it kind of looks like we're going down the small intestine.
Thank you.
Thank
You're not helping.
Did we leave behind Ivan?
Assume I'm carrying him. Just assume I am.
Yeah, Finn had to go BRB.
Yeah, Finn burbed.
Okay.
Then
So you come
Finn
across two areas. Yes, can we help you?
We're looking for Glazier.
Oh well, you can't. I don't think you can come in here.
So this is Glazier's room.
They take note of your held contract and then they just roll their eyes. Great. Well, you really want to snoop around the private chambers of the Archdevil of Lust. All right, your funeral, but I'm warning you, she plays pretty rough. We've had some pretty bad weeping in there.
Faye turns even greener than she already was.
Don't worry, Faye. I don't think it's what they think it is.
Before Ravis steps in, he actually pauses and looks to Jarum. Just in case, you might want to examine the doorway for traps.
Roger.
I'm not going in. I'm backing up.
Okay. +5. What do I get?
Alright.
40. Nice.
All right. If I may, you do not detect any traps within your immediate vicinity.
You have to throw that in! You have to throw that in!
Yes! I asked you to say that, yes!
You're welcome.
All right. So
All
you
right.
start looking around. You start looking around, and
Oh, Grody, I am not stepping there. That looks like a brain.
I'm
Yeah.
stepping on it.
yeah, you step on it, and you immediately fall through it.
Amber!
Amber, where'd you go?
Amber, what's up?
Amber, Ivan!
Yep, you hear it's a you hear Amber, you've fallen on some sort of hard stone.
Ow. Oh wait, is it just me? Ivan didn't come down
Ivan
with
was
me.
with you. He
Yeah,
went down there.
Ivan was with her too.
Oh no, I took Ivan down with me.
Hang on.
No.
Hang on, 2 seconds. I'm grabbing Snaky.
Snaky. You named your rope.
What? The garbage.
What?
I actually see nothing but black, by the way. Just
All right, tossing it down.
Hold on. Rose actually wanders over, touches Snaky, rolling her eyes as she does.
In the place we're in.
I know. I'm walking away.
Thank you.
Owen casted True Seeing.
And I will cast use
And
rope.
Bros casted Light.
And I'm
Snaky is now glow Snaky.
All right.
and I use rope.
All right. The rope kind of like doesn't really fall through, more like it's absorbed by the fleshy mass. And yet the light goes down, and Amber and Ivan, you see what appears to be some sort of study.
Oh, where is everybody, by the way? I can't see on the screen.
Because I fell
we haven't
through
jumped out
this.
yet.
We were in this room, and I touched the floor that looked like a brain, and as soon as I did, I fell through. And because I was carrying you, I took you down with me.
Do we
How
have any?
far-
I could give us some light if you want.
So we're in a study? Okay.
Rose already has the light, so
Yeah.
I can't see on the screen.
All
Though.
right, so
Yeah, I just
True
see
Seeing
black.
True Seeing doesn't reveal anything.
All right. So further up and further in, I say. Was it much of a fall? Can we just jump in?
Yeah.
I have the rope.
Well, yeah, but it's going to take forever, and someone needs to stay here with Snaky.
It's a squishy landing.
Is it a squishy landing?
Rob's gonna jump down.
Arkoth just Ravus jumps in.
Yeah, I know.
Arkoth just grabs the rope and ties it to one of these little.
Alrighty, off we go then.
Okay.
Starts climbing down.
All right, let's go.
Oh. Another thing for my colorful resume.
Ooh.
All right.
Hi!
This
Nice
is
of
what
you to
means-
drop in!
Been up
That
to.
all of a sudden,
Amber, shut up.
that the odors
Turn on that
completely
light!
vanish.
Sorry.
That the odors completely vanish. This dimly lit room is lined in bookcases. The ground is solid stone and concrete, and the walls are black granite. A crystal ball floats in the center of strange magic runes. You see an altar, a few statues, a clear wardrobe containing shields, and a lush empress-sized bed. That is perfect.
That is perfectly made, you said?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, I want to know what the heck's with the runes and the crystal bowl.
Yeah, I would too, but unless the runes are druidic, I have no idea what's going on.
Are you seriously
these
telling
are-
me
wow.
that he's not going to pay attention to the giant book?
Faye is actually not paying attention to the books.
All right,
Oh.
so you're looking at these runes, and they appear to be some sort of very, very powerful scrying spell, like stronger than you've ever seen. But you don't know the exact words in order to change it. You're pretty sure you'd have to be familiar with the infernal language in order to do it.
Well, I can take a guess. This is probably how they've been watching us.
And
Oh,
that
my
roll was
God.
a nat 20. I was looking at the crystal ball, too.
The crystal ball. You see the old shack where
Bless you.
Thank you.
yes, you see the old shack where you first met Simula after her crucifixion.
What?
Wow.
Why?
What?
That's the mortal plane.
What
What
you
is
read
this?
there?
All right, Ravis, you start looking around and you start looking at the display case of polished shields, and looking closely at them, you can clearly see your reflection in them.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
One is a golden copper center with a black and yellow trim. One has a red trim and a moon emblem in the center. Another has a gold trim with a face frozen in terror in the center.
Wait.
Ugh. Yeah.
Auto hypnosis.
Are just those three?
What's this auto hypnosis for, Owen?
I am looking through books, trying to memorize as much information as possible.
All right. You're looking through a lot of these books, and they appear to be a lot of... They have a lot of magical designs, but they're all written in Infernal.
With my book in the center of the room. Last time that happened, and I got a face full of fire. Amber got sprayed with poison, and Ivan got sent to the Shadow Realm.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, it's not booby trapped in that way. If you really want to look at the book, I'll look at the book.
I ain't touching no book.
I'll touch the book.
You touch the book, and it appears to be more diagrams written in Infernal.
Sometimes.
But, Rose, out of the corner of your eye, you notice that there's a switch underneath the pedestal.
Freaking finally, I press it.
Woohoo! Get back. Freaking finally! Somebody's gonna kill us all! Boom!
No, I know. I'm just trying to move out of the library. I'm done with this.
Well, if you guys wanna read some of that stuff, I have a comprehend language spell if you want.
I do too, but
right.
I'm not bothering. I have other things on my mind.
You see the mirror in the corner shift and move.
Oh, up here?
Which corner?
It's down here.
Okay.
Oh.
I swear, if this leads to her German dungeon, I'm gonna scream.
You see a tiny little shrine with a book, with a jeweled book and a portrait
of
who's the portrait of?
Oh,
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
It's a family.
Aww.
Who do you think he's been this whole time?
Wait, what?
That's the merchant.
The merchant. Have you not been feeling his paternal energy this whole time?
I have.
The merchant. The merchant.
What do you think he's been doing? We're not the only ones who want her saved, and we're not the only ones who want him gone. I'm done with this game, Glazia. Where are you?
Oh, hello.
Oh,
what's this?
Hello.
you find a jeweled book.
All right, I'll read it out loud. Excuse me. Following the trial of Hostius versus Matumi, Speculo's radical ideals of due process, reducing the power of the king and encouraging individual responsibility, swept the nation. His presence became a threat to those in power. Before his popularity could soar higher, King Hostius decided to crush any hope of resistance. It was enough to kill him.
It wasn't.
It wasn't enough to kill him. They ruined him. They burned down the courthouse, blamed him for the fire, and secretly took his wife and children out of the middle of the forest and fed them to wolves. The only reason that Speculo wasn't killed too was the guard in charge of his capture and execution was his best friend. A young, fresh-faced recruit by the name of Arkuth Wormwood. He had helped Speculo escape and very cleverly disguised his survival due to being a magical prodigy. The word of Speculo's supposed death spread, and any influence he obliviated. He was even enough to be a martyr. He wasn't even enough to be a martyr. He had nothing, was nothing. Yet his heart burned with despair and vengeance. And there is nothing more dangerous than a man who believes he has nothing to lose. So he struck a deal with my father. Negotiations were interesting, to say the least. In exchange for Speculo's soul, Asmodeus would give me to him as a consort, and I would destroy those in power and all involved in his wife's death. I was ecstatic about the plan. The catch? By having me as his consort, my father gets those of his bloodline into power on the mortal plane. I like the complex plans my father cooks up, but sometimes a simple plan can be just as beautiful. After all, murder is no better than cards if cards will do the trick. Speculo saw through the pain instantly, but he was so desperate he accepted the deal anyways. I followed through on the contract. Night after night, I would seduce his targets, male or female, and end them in bed. This has always been my favorite method of murder, dying while in the company of a lovely seductress. It's such a good death. 2 years pass, and I have killed the last conspirator. We then revealed to the world that Speculo survived due to, quote, divine intervention, and that he had seized power in Directian. In order to protect his power, he had the death of his first wife expunged from all records and pretended I had always been his wife. As a reward for Wormwood's loyalty, or treason, depending on the date, he allowed Wormwood to ascend the ranks fairly quickly, eventually becoming Captain of the Guard 10 years later. After ascending to the throne, Speculo revealed to me that he would not let his bloodline become the harbinger of devilish rule. And despite accepting this deal, that it never was his intention to bear children. I have to give credit to the audacity of that man, saying that directly to the face of the patron of lust. The adorable little fool never counted on two things. One, that he would eventually fall for my wily charms, and that I would fall for his. I couldn't believe it. I, daughter of Asmodeus and patron of lust, fall for a lowly human? That I could be taken the very thing that I used to exploit others? Apparently the answer to that is a resounding yes. At first our love was a childish infatuation. I loved his mind and passion. There was also something enticing about a man who refuses to be controlled or dominated. Naji also was very easy on the eyes. I do love a man in uniform. And had this adorable aversion to dirt and a cute little habit of walking around with his shirt on. And DM note, things get saucy over here. I'm not writing that down. Have your characters react as that would. Like, oh my.
Really, dude? That's a voice of reason reaction, not a Jalarum reaction.
What?
I think it's
John just looks to Amber and says, "That's safe for Amber."
Not safe for Ivan and Amber.
We eventually had two beautiful twin daughters, Jaminia and Simula. However, tiefling children are rambunctious and have a penchant for getting into trouble. Both of them nearly got eaten by giant worms when they were 6. So I guess that's twice for Jaminia now. And I mandated to Maji they needed to learn some discipline. I asked my father to lay a curse on them. If one of them gets hurt or killed, so would the other. Ouch. They very quickly learned to rein in their mischievous impulses. I didn't mind the curse much at the time. I wasn't going to have stupid, reckless daughters. Either they would learn wisdom in the mortal plane, or in hell. Scarring your children straight works wonders.
Scaring, I think it was.
Oh, scaring, sorry. The personalities manifested at an early age. Jaminia was very loud and liked to interact with animals and loved to draw. Simula was more reserved and enjoyed reading and swimming. Both of them loved to get dirty, quite to dear Mdaji's dismay. He's a bit of a hypochondriac, and I suppose he wanted well-behaved children that he could doll up with dresses. Lucky for me, I apparently have the dominant genes. Dominant, but like a good. But like a good father, Mdaji supported all of their endeavors. He brought Jaminia her black stallion Starjay and taught her to ride it, and took the time to tutor Samula and read her books every night. Seeing the love and care he had for Devilborn, my children. That was when I finally realized I truly and hopelessly fallen for Speculo. The only thing that frustrates me more than my infatuation with this fool is that I would never regret it. Sorry, I'm just reading. Samus P.
Okay, hold on.
Don't even.
Hold on.
Is that Welsh? What the heck?
Hold
You
on.
notice-
I'm trying to get to.
You notice the orb in the background it shifts. While the location doesn't change, it appears that the area itself is changing around it, and the shack grows another story. People start moving around, and you see this image.
Aww.
Oh,
Cute.
So that wasn't
Credit
just
to
a
the
random shack
artist.
that they led us to.
I continue. I allowed myself to slip into the simple role of a human queen. These are the best moments of my life. Yes, there was a responsibility and schemers and backstabbers breathing down my back, but being born in hell, these attempts were laughably pathetic. It was enjoyable dominating such easy opponents. Yes, I did miss hell sometimes, particularly the weather and the screams, but being in hell, you sometimes feel like you're spinning your wheels. There's no direction and little change. In the mortal world, everything is constantly evolving. And I saw it happen before my eyes, with the growth of my own children. It made me understand why I, even as a devil, fought against the chaos to protect the mortal realm. I love learning about my children and seeing them learn about themselves. I am more proud of them than I am of any scheme I've conducted in Bator. In all my millennia of living, nothing compares to the bliss of that one single decade. Then it happened. Inquisitors of Heronius found out about us. Speculo's deal, the true nature of my children, me, everything. In a freak chance of fortune, Simula had a bad dream that night, so we had to sleep with her. Had her sleep with us. It's why they only stole Gemini in the night, not Simula. They came after us too, using powerful magic. They bound me and prevented my retaliation. Speculo tried his best to protect both of us, but they overwhelmed Mdaji and killed him. They hadn't intended on Simula's hidden latent power, and she torched them with her magic and self-defense. Simula came out of that scuffle better than I could have hoped. Later, she would describe the old deal as scary, but fun. Gosh, I hate you. Simula and I were safe, but the man I had grown to love lay in a pool of red blood. The harbinger of my happiness was stolen from me. I had no time to grieve because Gemini was still out there, and I had no idea where she was. I had spent the entire night fretting over her fate, knowing that at any moment she could die and the trembling Simula in my arms would be taken from me in an instant. Sorry, what?
We can hear him fine.
I can hear him.
That must have just been me then. Sorry.
Okay. Luckily, the trickster guard, Olitamara, has apparently been watching the entire spectacle. He had sent his most successful assassin, one who previously raided Directian coffers. Oh, hey, that's my mom. One who previously raided Directian coffers during the old regime, rescued Jaminia at the last minute. The clever god had me instantly indebted to him. He told me wherever to find her, and that he would collect his debt at a time most inconvenient. I'd found Gemini in the corner of an alleyway covered in dead bodies. She was clutching a mysterious mask and was crying into the legs of Heronius, disguised as a human paladin. I furiously demanded he step away from her. He complied, letting Geminia run to me in tears. I comforted her, telling her that everything would be all right, and I would be with her soon. I teleported her and Simula to the castle, and faced my husband's murderer. In infernal tongue, I cursed his name for allowing his followers take my love away from me and robbing of my happiness, until he gave me a stark reminder of what our situation was. Remember your deal, daughter of Asmodeus. In that moment, I remembered what Asmodeus had intended me to do, what I had willingly participated in. Asmodeus had always used tieflings in his schemes to upend mortal society, to have his blood eventually taint every man, woman, and child in the world and be able to whisper into their hearts, to control them. He had planned to use my husband, my children, and myself as the latest pawns in his conquest of the mortal realm. This was a risk Heronius could not take. While I still hate him, I cannot blame him. He is the god of righteous war and protector of mortals. I am the daughter of the devil who wished to corrupt and sully all he holds dear. He is he, and I am I. Out of character, and we are all together Cuckoo.
Get out.
I said out of character. It is our destiny to war and to hate each other. I will never forget his expressionless face as he told me his intentions. He said as dirty as this business was, for the sake of the world, he had to ensure Asmodeus could not win, and my children would have to die so that the mortal world would survive. I broke. I did not care that he was a god. I lunged at him, my claws, teeth bared, and my magic flaring. Was it foolish? Absolutely, but in that moment, nothing mattered except protecting my daughters and everything I had. He defeated me with little effort. His divine light burned my flesh, and his sword broke my bones. I lay helpless at his feet. He towered over me, eyes focused, cold and focused. He raised his sword, intent on ending the life of an evil devil, when I did something neither of us expected. I begged. I reached out with a mangled claw and clutched his cape. Tears streaming down my face, I pleaded with him for another way, any way that they could live. In that moment, Heronius realized he was not looking at the Devil Princess. He was looking at a desperate mother who loved her children. With a look that almost resembled remorse, he sheathed his sword and allowed Jaminia and Simula to live, under the condition that one of them be trained as a paladin under his order. My Jaminia had to prove to all the gods that a Devilborn could be redeemed, that they could be good. Through gritted teeth, I accepted. I may not like their redemption, but if it means that my children would thrive, I would do anything, even allow their souls to slip from Bator. I was never going to lose my children again. But my father had other plans. His nepotism could not have come at a worse time. I was crowned Archduchess of Malbolge, and given my own layer of hell. But I was forced to abandon my own children. I took out my anger on the hag Malagard? How you spell it? That's how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who formerly ruled this place. For years, I cursed her body until she became an enormous fleshy mass that expanded over the... Ow! Gross!
Ew! What did you think we were on?
Oh.
The corpse of the previous... Didn't simulate... Oh, never mind.
Oh, wait,
okay.
we're
Okay, skipping the screams of pain bit. Okay. I could do nothing but watch as my children grew through their teenage years without me. I'm happy that they both made something of themselves, even without their parents. Jaminia became an honorable, strong, beautiful queen, and apparently quite the heartbreaker. Simula's ambitions and cleverness rival that of my own. And it's nice to have someone on your level to talk to. But it was not enough. I could not and would not accept my despair. Not after what happened. I asked my father to end the curse on my daughters, but with a sneer he told me, no refunds. Out of spite, I struck a deal with those he hated most, the deities of freedom. My request? For them to find a way to sever the connection from Asmodeus and those born with his blood. To be absolutely spiritually free from evil, magic haunting a mortal soul, and it took a long time, but eventually, a perfect combination of words, gestures, and magic influx had created what I desired. We dubbed the spell, as Jalorm looks up, Sanctify the Wicked.
And that's where we came in.
Faye pulls out the grimoire and stares at
Guys,
it.
hold on.
Who's echoing?
I think voice, are you echoing?
Probably. Let me refresh.
Or put your headphones in.
Yeah, it was voice. It's gone now.
Okay.
It was her all along.
Okay, I'm back. Am I better?
Yep.
Think so. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It was Galasia all along. She was the one who created the spell to save her daughters.
So right her own mistakes.
And here she is.
Prying around in a girl's bedroom and snooping in her private diary. How scandalous.
Enough with these.
My apologies.
No. You have not been straight with us, and I've become very tired of this.
You expect a devil to be straight with you about her plans? Oh, you expect much from me.
I don't need you to tell me anything. I'm just sick of these games. We're wasting time. What do you want of us? I'm done with your little play.
Question. Did you take the statue of Dominia from the Vistus' palace?
No.
And of course it was too late. Isn't that par for the bloody course?
Then she was there.
I told you she was. We felt her cold.
They felt her cold. Come on.
Either way, you felt her coldness, and you didn't know what it meant when we were there.
Of course I know what
her name. Why do you think I broke down? Have you not seen any of this coming?
Rose.
Have none of you known what she's been through? You didn't care.
I most certainly did.
Of course we cared, Rose. That's
You
the whole
were
reason.
blind to everything.
Human, calm yourself. I am on your side, and I have seen decades worth more suffering of not just other souls, but of my daughter. Think of it this way. You all have only been waiting for her for 2 months. I've seen her suffer down here for 13 years.
I know.
So I understand your frustration, human. And I am here to help, whether you like it or not.
Jaller moves to Rose to just give her a light hug just to comfort her.
I know we'll be helping you. I know. I know how this is all going to play out.
You are very wise, young lady. And I appreciate you all being such good little minions for me in Phlegethos and Stygia, but I must confess I'm also absolutely livid with all of you. Ben, you're breathing.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you.
Oh, oops. Hang on.
You're good.
How's this?
Darth Finder there.
You're good.
Sorry,
Good.
I like how that was phrased. Finn, how dare you? You're breathing. Stop it.
I'll see. I'll stop breathing.
Love you, Finn. All right, continue.
Continue.
Geminia's suffering is your fault, and you don't seem to realize it or care.
Don't you dare tell me I don't care.
Don't you tell me that I don't realize how this is our fault. My fault for failing the spell.
Why do you think we're here?
Oh, you didn't fail the spell. It worked wonderfully, Faither, and you just used it on the wrong sister. And I know you were acting upon my dear, pitiful Geminia's orders. I've been watching you for a long time. Gem was the only one willing to put herself in harm's way to save a friend when she needed you most, and all of you did nothing. You could have easily worked together and distracted the Balor, gave it the slip like you had done earlier, but no. You cowered in a corner as Geminia ran out there alone and became a victim of your cowardice. You let her die.
I didn't mean to!
The only one I could exempt from all of this is you, Amber, because the Balor caught you by accident. And how ironic it is that you are the one you've all tried to make into your scapegoat. You let her blame yourself so you didn't have to accept responsibility for your inaction.
Do not claim to know our minds. We have always comforted Amber that it was not our fault, and don't you dare think that we didn't, in our own private traps of our minds, blamed ourselves for her death.
Through inaction. I'm shocked.
Oh, don't you dare think you have room to criticize Ravis Arkan, and you are perhaps the biggest, filthiest maggot of them all. You will stay silent, Lazmuk. Your better is speaking. I do approve of your ruthless tactics, but that's exactly why your stupidity is all the more egregious, you worthless cockroach. Especially when you have asserted yourself as into the position of leader. I don't know if it's pride or if you're scared of showing emotion, but for some reason, you feel the need to push your companions away and you refuse to get close to them. You know you need everyone here to succeed, yet at every opportunity you manage to find new ways to get them to want to kill you. One of them even attacked you out of indignation for your actions. Did it not register that in your mind that in that sort of mutiny only manifests from a failure in leadership? Did you not think that fostering discontent and hate in a stressful and dangerous environment is something you should avoid? The only reason you haven't been killed yet is due to their bleeding hearts. You think you're so much better than they are, yet you are able to get the most trusting and amiable people to genuinely dislike you. I'd be impressed if you weren't so pathetic. And the rest of you were all forced to wish Germinia back to life, thus painting a target for her. From my father, you took his toy. He claimed it back. All right has been bugging me. Where is the little snarky one?
We came here to find her. She ran off on us in the night.
Why would she leave? I thought she loved all of you.
We had
She had been thinking for a while and believed we were lying to her.
You can't exactly blame her for what she did.
And why would she come to that conclusion? You all are the goodiest goodies I've had the unfortunate to watch.
The admittedly implausible nature of our situation, me being a stupid father, and our hasty killing of Levistus.
She lunges over and grabs Ravis and slams him against the wall.
I'll make a reflex save.
Good luck.
That's 20, dude.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it to work in the slightest. I just know that, well, that's what Ravis would do. He's not going to just, if she's attacking him, he's not going to
Just go, honey.
Just roll it.
You are over-explaining again.
Just go.
Go, Robo Ravis.
The only reason I was doing that is because I was trying to take
Don't explain.
Just roll.
I was trying to. It was taking a while to load.
Okay.
That is not enough.
Nope.
Not even close.
She puts her face directly into his and stares into his eyes, unblinking. You see? This is what happens, you malignant pigwidgeon. This attitude of yours is endangering the best chance to rescue my Germinia. You are a soldier and a leader. I suggest you stop acting like one, because if this operation is bungled up due to your arrogance, it won't be Lolth that the drow will need to be saved from. It will be me.
Drop him.
Uh-oh. Are none of you going to try and attack to stand up for him?
No.
Drop him.
I walk over to Glazia. Please drop him.
All right. She does so and steps over to the crystal ball.
Can I walk with?
I'm going to go over there with her.
To the crystal ball.
Hey, you want where I was
just silent in the corner.
Amber's not moving.
Ivan just walks over to help Ravis up.
As you were.
Oh, he's standing. He's just frozen.
Yeah.
Like he's
Okay.
unsure.
As I'm sure you've deduced, I have been watching for a long time. Since the arena brought you all together. Good to see you again, Arkoth.
It's Nice to see you again, Queen Glacia.
Oh, no need for formalities here. It's Archduchess.
Yes, my mistake.
I know.
Yep, be a sentence quickly over the toilet.
Although, if I may be so blunt, you should have quit while you had a head.
Hilarious.
Not to mention that Simi and I are on speaking terms, and she shares everything with Mummy. Unlike Jem, she made an effort to maintain contact with her.
Glazia, may I ask you something? What debt did you owe Litamara?
Let's just say that he has not come to collect yet. I was certain that he would when I started seeing a very tricksy little cat showing around the castle, but he has yet to demand anything from me, and it makes me uneasy.
Sorry. Rose looks over her shoulder at Owen.
I'm back. What did I miss? Sorry.
Not much.
Okay.
So you lost your little girl, and we've lost my daughter. Splendid. Well,
perhaps Speculo could help.
Specky? Oh, Adagi already made his trip here today. But I think he may have gone on. He does so like to travel. I did give him a new bag of coins.
Then the merchant we've been meeting was Speculo.
Ding, ding, ding. You win the prize.
Obviously.
Well, yeah, obviously out of character. Faye's a little bit oblivious, alright?
It's also perhaps why he was a little hesitant to surrender that item that would allow you all to see if someone was telling the truth.
Yeah, great job pushing him on that one, guys.
If I recall correctly, it was the little one who asked him about that.
I said why he didn't want to give it to us. I wasn't demanding he did so. I knew why he didn't want us to know all of his truths, and I was trying to respect that he didn't want us to know all of his truths right away. Unfortunately, he ran away before I could make that evident.
Well, he doesn't feel any ill will toward you, if that's what you're worried about. In fact, he volunteered to be your merchant of curses. I didn't even have to ask. Despite what you may think about either of us, we do care for our daughters very deeply. Simula's safe, and she's done quite an excellent job for the last, decade and a half. Over in Diz. Minya, on the other hand, I could say I wish she fared better. She was here for a while. As to where she is now, she was here after I somehow managed to get her away from my father briefly. But unfortunately, she did not take kindly to being in hell at all, and so she ran. I cannot say that I blame her, but at the same time, it did hurt. I am still her mother, after all, and I had been aching to see her again. As to where she is now, she is most likely somewhere on the lower levels.
Was she captured again, or is she still on the run?
I believe she is in the clutches of someone else.
There's something else I must ask, something that has been troubling me.
And that would be?
Was Simula's diamond truly broken? Or did it last long enough for the spell to be completed?
Oh, it was broken, dear. Let us say that Asmodeus did not take kindly to it, and so pretty much the first thing that he did once he had Jaminia in his claws was take the diamond and crush it. But to be honest, I do not know if the spell would have worked. I do not have that foresight. But please do tell me you brought enough diamonds here to save it, Jaminia, at least.
It took me far too long to try to unravel her spell working. I wasn't able to acquire any more diamonds.
Wait, what? Wait,
I don't have any diamonds.
Rose looks around at the party. None of you have diamonds?
Nothing on me is that zirconian in nature. Sorry.
Out of character, if Ravis 1 knew what they were talking about and 2 wasn't kind of shell-shocked at the moment, he would be putting his head through the wall.
As always, I will have to take care of you.
I'm down to help. Didn't bring diamonds. I just...
As for who has her, it could be that maggot Balzwool. He certainly has motive, though I doubt he knows of Jaminia's existence. It's worth at least a check. He's on the next layer. The other devil on this layer, Mephistopheles, likely wouldn't have her. He wouldn't bother with her.
Out of character calls Mephistopheles?
Really? I know.
Really? Yeah, I thought doing with someone else's marriage.
I was thinking the same thing.
Sorry, continue. Dramatic tone. Go.
It could very likely be Lolth. She has eyes and ears everywhere, even rivaling that of my father. And she does like to play with her food before she eats it. How very spider-like. And then, of course, my father perhaps decided to steal her back after she left. He gets possessive when he thinks his toys have left his toy box. What?
Is there a way to find out? Can you use your ball to look down here?
Unfortunately, Asmodeus has caught on to my little scrying orb, and he doesn't allow me to scry any deeper.
Then let me try.
Oh, good luck, my dear.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Hey, while she's looking, can I get credit to something that I don't think is commented on much?
What?
Josh, your timing with the music is excellent.
Right?
Yeah, it's really good. Props.
Thank you.
Being like switching over on the spot-on moments.
Anyways, so you cast your scrying and you do feel that you do see her, and you don't feel any unbearable agony at this point. You just feel a sort of numb pain.
Is she conscious?
No.
Can I tell where she is?
You feel the cold slab of stone. But the air tastes very, very dry.
It's cold, it's dry. She's on some sort of stuff. I don't know where this. Okay. I'm going to roll a knowledge planes. Come on, click when I click. Don't do this to me, mouse. You're the good one.
Yes, you are the good one.
Well, all right. You're thinking really hard, and there's only two planes deeper than now that match that description. Either Maladomini, which is the layer after this one, or Nessus, the bottommost layer.
Ugh.
How does she feel?
She's unconscious. And I think at this point she's grown numb to the pain.
As I expected. Meanwhile, I'm sure Simula's having a wonderful time. I mean, wait a minute. Have you all not wondered why Simula hasn't been writhing in agony or frozen whenever you speak with her?
Of course I've wondered, but...
I assume that she's used her own deception to get out of it.
Oh, you overestimate her, my dears. But I will say you're welcome.
The connection is broken.
Amber looks up.
The curse is gone. Oh, happy day.
Yeah,
right.
Faye glances over at Amber.
So,
I think it's very fun that you think that she has enough self-discipline to be able to fake that so well. My child unleashed a horde of demons because she was bored. Simula is many things, but disciplined is not one of them.
Ronus actually does scoff a little bit.
Shay, could you robo Ravis again?
He keeps doing it. I think we're just gonna have to deal with it.
Okay, I'm just.
I know. I'm kind of frustrated.
Goes back to normal for a few minutes at least.
Yeah.
Am I better now?
No.
I'll reload.
Okay.
All right. There is a knock on the door, and an Erinius walks in.
Yes.
Spater is here, and he's very angry with you.
Oh, show him into the waiting hall. I'll be with him in a moment.
Erinius bows out and leaves.
You, Faith Erin, hold out your hand.
Faye does.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
Nothing. Other than
Despater is angry at Glazia.
Yeah.
Her hands flare up in
one
harmless...
second. Trying to...
Well, let me finish. How about that?
Okay.
Sorry.
Her hand is covered in harmless red fire, and in her other hand is a contract. She extends the flaming hand in front of her.
Huh?
This is a pact immediate. Swear that you will follow it.
I will follow it. Without fail.
No. Swear on the sticks, my dear.
I swear on the sticks that I will follow this pact.
All right.
Beautiful.
Third, you feel a small bag, the size of a shot put, materialize in your hand. It appears it bears a message: "Do not open until you reach the sticks."
Now, if you all will excuse me, I have business to attend to, and then I need a nice hot bath to cool my temper. I will send a small escort with you to the River Styx. Try not to accidentally die. If you do, you will share the fate of Levistus. It will hurt. A lot. Forever. Now get out.
But Hana, can't you...
Where
you have
is
nothing
Hana?
to help us to find Hana.
Hana is not here, and as I said before... Wait. Hana? Mercy? You named a tiefling Mercy? Oh dear.
You can thank your daughter for that.
Wait. Excuse me. What was that?
You don't know, do you?
know?
I've been following you all, not a tiefling child.
Hana is your granddaughter.
What?
So I suggest you try a little harder to help us find her, maybe?
You lost my granddaughter!
She ran from us. We've been trying to protect her, and we came here to find her.
Her body immediately sets on fire.
Yeah.
Fade doesn't move.
Neither does
Okay.
Rose.
Out of character, Ari, I'm really sorry, but the way the pitch went there honestly made me think of scaring the little girl!
A little bit.
Then again, Amber's been in a ball the whole time, so never mind.
She immediately just thrusts her hand at the crystal ball and barks at it, "Show me, Hana." It turns black and red, and Asmodeus's face sort of pops up and says, "Nope."
Dang it.
You see, I cannot scry any deeper.
Okay, out of character again, are you sure that Asmodeus isn't the god of bridges? Because he is a troll!
Bro!
Anyway.
Then
She was stolen, it seems. We got the trail right up to your palace. It's why we came to seek you. Do you think perhaps your husband knows where she is, or anything that can help us?
If I didn't know, he probably wouldn't, but it wouldn't hurt to ask him if you see him. I, however, don't...
Rava speaks up. It could explain why there was a struggle. As one of the others said, a tiefling child should have been no problem for someone to overpower. But if that person was aiming it to not harm or even to take her peacefully, she could have been able to put up a slightly stronger fight.
At least she has her grandmother's scrappiness, then. You are...
But not her protection.
No, because I didn't know. And I don't know how to fix that. I cannot help you further. I will go deal with Despater and distract him for you all to exit. I assume that he possibly wouldn't be keen to see you all, considering the fact that your last dealing with him led him to banish his daughter, which I'm assuming that's what he's here about.
It wouldn't surprise me.
You all need to get out quickly. My escorts will help you.
Yes.
okay.
And, dear Faye, oh, you tried so hard, but this time do not use it on the wrong sister. I think Simula's fairly happy where she is.
Okay.
Ladies, take them to the sticks. I'll be off.
They give a polite little soldier's bow, and they beckon you to come.
Following.
Yeah.
All right. You all head outside of the palace, and you begin walking towards one of the stations of the Styx.
Oh, good heavens.
Rin, can you try scrying Hana?
I was thinking the same thing. How about you actually click on your icon before you click on a spell, you dum-dum?
You feel like you're being shut out.
Shut out. There's no way she could do that on her own.
Unless someone was with her that could do that.
Most likely her jailer.
Yes, you're pretty sure someone has cast protection from scrying.
That's not going to work.
Don't walk into the giant maw. It'll be very, very difficult to extract you, and it will not be from this end.
Yeah.
Oh. Nasty.
Nasty.
Yeah, as you walk by it, you hear this sort of like unearthly breathing coming from it.
Move faster, move faster, move faster.
Oh, don't worry. It's completely harmless as long as you don't fall in.
Okay, why am I surprised that the Puritan Christian made the layer of lust the most horrifically nightmare-fuelish layer so far?
Right?
I'm just doing what's in the freaking module, guys. Give me a break.
I'm teasing you,
Guys.
Josh. I'm teasing you.
Remember, this is the layer with sins of the flesh.
Yeah, I've read Dante's Infernal. It's pretty gruesome.
Get it?
Symbolism.
Now wait,
Move on.
Oh wow, I love Blockbuster Buster.
Amber's dragging her feet. Sorry.
All right. Before you guys head off, Arkoth looks to Ravis and says, hold up. I think there's something that needs to happen.
Is it going to punch him? Because I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I'm on strike 2. Give me a strike 3 excuse.
Arkoth moves next to Ravis and he leans against this little spike. Captain Arcanan.
Ravis instinctively stands up a little straighter. Captain Wormwood.
A blind man could see that you take your values very seriously.
Treachery in your heart is no better than treachery in your deeds.
Eloquent. Yes, like that. I won't pretend that I understand what you value because I don't. But what I do know is that they are in conflict with the party's values, and that angers you on a primal level. Am I in the target area?
Ravis just nods.
As a soldier, you should know that we regularly have to decide between our values and our mission. I know you intend on doing both, and he gestures to the party. So do they. They want to save Jaminia, but they are also concerned about keeping their souls and values intact. Do you believe that accomplishing both is impossible? Or is it simply a challenge you won't accept? Being a leader, it really sucks sometimes. You eventually learn that there's always something you could have done, something you could have said to change things, a different reaction, a different movement, a different look. But I guess it's true what they say. You're never truly a leader until you've lost.
Ravis just starts giving this deadpan, bitter laugh. It's funny. After what happened with the Levistus, I wasn't just angry, I was relieved. I was relieved because for the first time in days, I was given a reason to stop trusting them, a reason to hate them, a reason that I could stop sympathizing with them and turning my back on the drow.
Interesting. So, in a way, you were trying to protect your soul.
Ironic, isn't it? The dragon is right. I am a hypocrite. He looks up at Arkoth. You know what's also ironic? It took you losing everything you had for you to finally become a good leader.
Yeah, that's my point. I see you making the exact same mistakes I did, and I don't want you ending up like me.
Good heavens, all the sound effects.
Sorry.
I suppose I can agree on that.
Listen, there are two ways to lead others, Ravis: power and authority. Power is the ability to get others to do what you want. Authority is the right to receive obedience. But power erodes relationships. There are times when you have to exercise power to get things done. But you should remember that every time you've had to exercise power, it is because your authority failed. And the only way to get your authority back, he gestures to the party again, is to get them to respect you. You have a long road, you have a long uphill road for that. I suggest you get started.
Correct.
The Aranyas are looking very intently at this.
Perhaps they think that Ravis may need some comfort.
Yeah.
I'm not kissing him! I physically can't because he doesn't have any lips, so...
If learning to betroth trust within your guild is something he needs to work on, might I offer a first step?
I know all of you have been holding something in. Say what you will.
What happened earlier today, when you ran away from our party in a huff, and the response you had to certain things we said, why don't you share with the group exactly what's been going on in that head of yours?
If you're referring to what I said in the end, it's a long story.
Well, I suggest you share if you want us to trust you. Trust needs to be earned.
The Aranyas say, "Ooh, story time."
I was not born under the normal circumstances with Drow. My parents were both soldiers. They were sent out into the Underdark in order to deal with threats before they got to the Drow cities. And because of that, the Drow values of treachery were quickly discarded. When you're fighting for your life in the Underdark, you quickly learn to either trust the people you're fighting with or die alongside them. Instead, there was a different attitude. One of honor, one of fighting for the glory of the Drow, proving that the Drow was strong, unbeatable. And, like a naive idiot, I thought that's what all Drow believed. So when rumors started spreading that my parents were traitors to the Drow, that they were heretics, that they were spreading venomous lies to destroy us, I assumed it must have been a mistake, a misunderstanding. So I went to one of the matriarchs, tried to plead my family's case, and instead I was taken as bait to draw my family out. And they took it. They took the bait, and all of them were killed. They could have let me die. They should have let me die. It was my fault I was taken in the first place. But my parents were selfish. They put their feelings first. They put their desire to have their son back before the safety of everyone else. They couldn't make that sacrifice, and so everyone else died. So you'll forgive me if I'm having a little trouble sympathizing with your unwillingness to make any kind of sacrifices for the people who should matter. Your queen, not only someone who is apparently valuable to you, but is valuable to the nation you've chosen to align yourselves with. Her life means more than 1,000 souls, and yet you keep putting other souls before her. Why?
Amber approaches Ravis. What about my mother? Should she had spared herself and allowed me and all my siblings to die? Was she stupid too, Ravis?
I don't know your story.
My mother was a proud gold dragon, and she sacrificed herself to make sure that at least one of her brood would survive.
Yes, because she sacrificed herself for a greater good. This is sacrificing the whole for the sake of the one, and strangers no less.
Voice, you really don't have to do that every time.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
Greater good is subjective to everyone. If we
At this point,
decide
Ravus
that it's
growls at this point, Ravus actually growls at Amber. You know what's funny, Amber? I never thought that a dragon would remind me so much of the drow who killed Dusk.
I stand for between Ravus and Amber. Before you even think about saying the word strike 3, listen to him.
It's taken this long for him to open up, so why don't you just let your primal instincts about...
actually process, I'm having a problem figuring out what he means by that.
You see, it's the same thing.
Dusk made them feel upset. He made them feel
Like now, not only did I not understand what Ravus means by it, but now he's got full-blown robotics, so now I'm definitely not going to be able to understand.
Okay, 1 second. My computer's being weird.
But
Sorry.
again, his first sentence, I'm out of character. What did he mean by that?
He's about to explain.
Yeah. All right.
It's Shay. Give him 10 minutes. He'll explain.
I'm sick and I have a processing disorder, so.
Well, once Robavis takes a break, we'll see what he's going to say.
Robavis?
Robavis.
Really?
Yes.
Well, William Beasley will just add that to the funny count. By the way, shout out to William Beasley, who's doing all the funny stuff.
Yeah. Shout out to you, bro.
Don't keep you here too long. I think we should be wrapping up soon,
Okay,
right?
I'm back.
Yep.
I think after this story, we're going to be done.
All right.
I'm back.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
So what
quick
I said
wrap-up.
is, yeah, they made Urdusk made the drow matriarchs angry. So they said that he was a traitor to the drow. They used it to justify his murder. It was justice, they said. It was good and noble. You get angry, so you justify your violence as justice. In many ways, I have more respect for Simula and Loth. At least they don't pretend to be heroes. Because quite frankly, you're the most selfish creatures I have ever met, and I am a drow. Or have we forgotten the time you spent hiding under a bed? You knew how much danger was in. Heck, you knew how much danger the entire party was in, but you had them take the time to make you feel better, to comfort your feelings, your fear. Are you warrior or not?
No,
Let's
Ravus.
see. Strike check. Oh, strike check sucks.
If
What's going on?
Amber makes a move towards Ravus, Ravus is actually going to punch her.
Well, that's
I don't
why
know.
me and...
I was trying to push Jalaram out of the way.
Because me and Jalram are standing right in front of her right now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Get out of my way, Jalaram. I'm gonna say
Amber,
you
enough.
No.
Amber.
Both of you out of the way. Amber, remove your amulet.
We don't have time for this.
Actually, we need to do this.
Well, actually, technically we don't. Doc is like 10 minutes.
Okay, then I have an alternative. Sorry if this is metagaming, but somebody knock Amber out.
Do you really want-
DM question: would my sleep spell be enough to work?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll knock her out because I'm the one taking.
Amber's getting ready to breathe fire. Out of the way, Jalaram!
Faye casts sleep on Amber.
Okay, DM, does it work? I hope it works.
Yes, it does.
Okay, and
I'm sorry, Amber.
Jowam lets go of his strength lace dagger.
All right. Well,
You should have
Okay,
done.
and one more thing.
Owen, we're gonna need that polymorph spell.
No, we're not.
Oh,
that works too.
Never mind then. Well, let us be off. All right. And I think we shall cut things off there.
Yeah, that's a pretty good place to end the chapter, methinks.
Yeah.
It is hot here.
I'm just miserable. I wish I could just stick my head in a freezer until it all goes away.
I think everyone's catching something. I caught something just past Sunday.
I'm sorry, Bliss.
So yeah,
was that your fault, dude?
That was actually one of our shortest sessions, only 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
We got a lot done, though, I would say.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah,
but I feel I need to give a quick shout out here.
Shout out to
That speech that Glazier had about the Balor and the Labyrinth, that was actually taken from something Ash said when he was reviewing the set when he was reviewing that session. I was like, I took it out because I realized, oh god, this is juicy. This should be something for an in-character thing. And I sent it to Josh, and it was like, can we please do this as an actual in-character thing? Because this is awesome.
Yeah, and so I had Glazier. I liked it, and so I had Glazier say it.
Yeah, and I wrote something for her to say to Ravis because, well, he deserved to have a reason you suck speech directed at him too.
Yeah, because Ravis is kind of a sucky character.
But by design,
Giant arsehole.
Oh my.
Language.
Oh wait, sorry. My apologies.
You're good. You're good.
Giant Turk.
And I
All
feel
right,
like
anyways.
oh, sorry.
But yeah, it's it is Doc really needs to get going, so we'll cut this here and we'll reminisce afterwards. So thank you all for joining us on this session. A lot of bombs dropped. Have a lovely day.
I'm still shaking.
And I do want to go back and watch Ari's lovely acting later.
Absolutely.
Yay.
That's
Thank
her
you.
subtle way of saying drop